And we are finally here. This is going to be the first top 8 of World Final or the World Tour. Spooky. Let's go. It's EVO Japan 2020. I'm the Ebonic Plague.
I'm Spooky. And I hope that you guys are hyped. We have, in true Southeast Asia style, we have a very international top 8 for you guys.
That's right, yes.
We have 2 monsters from Japan.
2 from Korea.
1 from Korea.
One from Korea. Two, sorry, from France.
Yes,
from
2
France.
USA.
And then 1 from Singapore.
That's right. So a good mix of everybody, and a good mix of characters as well.
That's
Only
right.
one character is repeated so far, which is
and it's the savior of humanity.
I mean, you know, still good, surprisingly.
Yeah, no, I mean,
he 2-1 top 8.
Realistically, he kind of got adjusted rather than big nerfs, right? And honestly, in one of the situations I like to think about it as is like he more so has to work in the situations where he was emphatically winning rather than, you know, like just not thinking about it and then winning. So I mean, I props to the Bandai Namco team for the adjustments to that character.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
So starting the tournament, of course, this one is the first of the Soulcalibur World Tour. 300 points for first place. We're going to take a look at the bracket very shortly and see what all the guys are about. First match we're going to see is going to be Korea versus Japan. Yuttoto, the standard EVO champion. He was the one that took it in Vegas in 2019. This one last year, not so strong a performance. I want to say he tied for like 27th. It was not your regular Yuttoto that you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
But this time around, in the winner's bracket, looking good.
Yeah, and then on the other side, we're going to see Korea's ASL, TheKura, going to be coming out with that Keelik all the way from Korea, trying to represent the sole Korean of this top 8 right now. You know, they showed up in full force. They showed up really, really well. A bunch of them in at least top 24, right? But the one remaining, he's in the winner's bracket.
Looking good. From France, we have Skyll, Mitsurugi God.
That's right.
He's
yeah,
like
our world champion, in fact.
The guy you go to when you take up Mitsu. And then we have Bluegod from the USA in winners.
The runner-up, and that's going to be a run back from the World Invitational, right? Going over to the loser side, we're going to have Jashin versus Illusion Linkorz. We're going to have Hilda versus Siegfried or Geralt.
So this one should be interesting because I'm not sure how much Hilda experienced Link is going to have just yet. At the same time, like, you know, there's not too many guys that actually play like we don't see as much Siegfried from him, but there's actually not too many guys that play Geralt like at the level that Link does. Yeah. So we might see a dynamic there that we normally don't get to see.
So when the matchup comes up, I'm going to talk about that because Link actually had a few things he was saying. So I'm going to bring that up when that happens. Gotcha. But on the other side, you know, we're going to have Singapore's Panda Global, Shen versus the other French but this time on the loser side, it's going to be Pulsar's Noobicye, and that's going to be the repeat as well. Easily one of the best players in France, not just, you know, when you think of France, there's so many different people that you can think about. It's not just skill, for those of you who may not know. You know, there's just the level of play in France
they're all super
top-notch.
Now, having said that, Shen was second place here last year.
That's
and
right.
The guy that took him on the first place, Kiev, not here at all.
That's right, yeah.
So very, very strong chance for him. Even though he's the low SG representative.
No matter what, we're crowning a new champion today. That's happening.
That's for certain.
Could it be one of these two right here in this first match?
It could be Yuttoto. Yuttoto has the best chance of taking both crowns.
It's definitely possible. You know, to be honest, though, at the World Invitational, he didn't show up too strongly. At the World Invitational, you know, obviously he was the big favorite, the 1 seed because of his previous placings and everything like that.
That was then. This is now. This is a new season. There's new changes, and yeah, this is some of the best play that we've seen.
No, you're totally right. You're definitely right. With the new changes, not only does everybody have to get adjusted and everything like that, but obviously Yuttoto could have taken that loss to heart and really, really worked on his issues. And I mean, he's on winner's side, right? So there had to have been something going on in his brain.
Yep.
But
TheKura, representing Korea. Again, Korea is kind of like the side story of this tournament. It's not that we didn't know that they existed. It's just that they came in force, and winner's side, they really showed that what they were about.
Yeah, usually when you talk about Soulcalibur's strong regions, you talk about America, France, and Japan, right? But Korea, right here, full force.
Definitely.
4-4K to start it out, trying to get the plus frames. He's -1 there, so yeah, he presses, right? Oh, the Monument lethal hit to start it out! Trying to push him back. There was a great tech on the throw to start it. Oh, wow, guaranteed damage. It's a tech on the throw, though. A real good start from TheKura right now. Yuttoto's having a hard time starting out, but he gets the poke here. He's trying to move his way forward, and he gets 2K'd. That's going to be the first round. Real strong start.
Definitely love what he was doing there. He was taking advantage of the superior range of... Whoa, that was crazy. Superior range of Keelik to try to keep Voldo at bay.
Yeah, and I mean, even when he was up close, he was just kind of only hitting the fastest button when he knew it was his turn. Trying to use the back turn. Nice from Yuttoto to recognize that he had that option, but getting hit by the stun state here. What's the mix-up?
Good blocks.
Very good respect, too. Oh, the challenge?
I
don't know if he meant to do that GI, though.
Mix. Oh, that's a whip punish. Beautiful.
Okay, that's going to put him a lot closer, but he's still not exactly in the life lead right now, so we're going to have to see what happens.
3B might be enough, actually. Oh, random wake-up throw.
And it killed. Unfortunately, the CE healing him was not enough to save him from that throw. One round apiece right now, coming in, trying to use the Monument K. Oh!
Ari, whoa! Ninja Gaiden, they wait through each other. I mean, that was crazy.
Luckily, he let it rock too, because that was a break attack, so he would have got lethal hit off that. Okay. His back is to the wall, and his guard damage is really getting packed on right now. Got the, Oh, 666V, lethal hit!
Extension.
Next to the wall, he's got to watch out for the mix-up. Oh, caught him rolling.
No, he can't get up. He can't.
Mid on that one. It's a 50-50, man.
Yes,
it's hard to check. 2 bars apiece for both players right now as Yuttoto's working on the first.
TheKura has a spin meter.
Yeah, more than likely, probably looking to CE whip punish right now. If the lower he gets in life, we're going to possibly see the soul charge, right?
Bro, the mix-up is so good.
Maybe a soul attack to whip punish? I don't know.
I don't know. He's got to do something. Yuttoto is definitely outspacing him right now.
Yeah, absolute mauling on the spacing. Oh, what a reaction! That should be CE. That should do it. Enough. Let's see it.
Oh, wow. Living on a pick. There we go.
There it is. Okay. I was worried about that.
I was like, man, is this going to do like a 1 pixel damage CE at the end?
A lot of damage on that last ender, right?
Yeah.
But okay, so Yuttoto starting it out. I mean, okay, first round was really hard for him, right? You were talking about the superior spacing that TheKura was busting out.
He didn't get to do any of that after the first round, though.
Exactly. You know, that's just the adaptation that we're talking about from the EVO champ.
One thing that's scary about Yuttoto too, you know, is as a Voldo guy, right? You know, sometimes you're trying to get like a read on the opponent and just a beat on what they'll do next. When they start doing stuff like wake up throw, you know, in tournament, it throws you off a little bit. You start getting real scared of what they'll do.
Yeah, I mean, Voldo's always been the very quirky character, Soulcalibur.
Exactly.
So it's really, really hard to get a read on anybody playing him a lot of the time.
I mean, it's even worse when you back off and they wake up throw you. That's for sure.
Speaking of backing off, okay, cancel it with Monument.
Yes.
Ooh, nice spacing right there. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to whip punish, but at least he stayed away from it. Nice step.
That was good. Let's see what we can do with it. Breakdancing on him.
Yeah, good blocks right there with checking the mids and everything.
Whip punish 3B.
Nice right there. Going to set up. He's at the ledge. This could be really scary. He's going to try and fight his way out. He does exactly that.
Okay. Mix time.
Yeah. Oh, 4-4K. That's death. Yes.
And TheKura. I'm still kind of scared for him right now.
Well, you know, I mean, it was strong.
To party a little bit.
It was strong the first round for TheKura, and then Yuttoto came back. So, I mean, if it's the same old story, I mean, I guess we'll have to see.
That was a nice whip punish.
Yeah, very, very strong whip punish right there. Okay, goes to the break.
Plus frames.
Nice way to check. Sometimes you have to disrespect.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with your faster pokes, you can still attack even when you have some minus like that.
Yeah, generally 2As are kind of the faster pokes of the game. So, good step though. Yuttoto continually being composed, gets the stun state. Now he's at the ledge too. You got to watch the mix up here.
Nice slow.
Okay, I like that he rolled, but Yuttoto was ready for him at that juncture. Oh,
that's what
is that?
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Excellent reactions right there from TheKura. Okay, putting in an even life total. Actually, he has the lead because of the heal.
3B,
that's going to finish it off.
What a nut. Yuttoto.
Well, I think he was preying upon the fact that usually in high-level caliber, you see people walk up and then guard, right? So he did walk up low guard and got hit by the 3B on it.
Yes.
Oh, whoa!
What is happening?
Slightly off axis.
Going through each other.
Hey, I mean, that's how 3D games work. They're very true to the hitboxes. Except for certain verticals, you know.
Like that old Zaso, though. Super, remember that one?
Hey, everything.
3B, that's goodbye.
Yeah, you can't air control that one. You're just done. Very, very good whip punish from TheKura. Coming right back now. This is not looking like the last game, but however.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, he
check Yuttoto's meter. Check Yuttoto's
nice steps. Oh, TheKura. Okay.
We're hard to deal with that 50-50.
I know. Good blocks. He's just trying to create space.
Yeah, I like it. He's staying away from the wall, you know?
Nice low. Another.
With the command throw, but no dice. Oh, got the wall hit too? Good capitalization right there. Okay. It's technically a back throw on that for 4K.
That's right. TheKura looking really good here. If he can just find a way to close it out. Yuttoto escaping the wall again. Oh,
big damage. Here we go. Let's see it.
I think that's enough.
I think so too, but I hate calling it sometimes.
I know. It's like it's so weird with how the last hit hits, right?
Okay. So 2-2 in rounds right now. So Yuttoto is on set point, trying to make it to winners finals right now.
3 meter for TheKura.
Okay, he's got 2 bars to work with. Oh, big stun state because he's gonna put him next to the wall.
So you start.
Okay,
Soul charge.
Right. He might heal, honestly. Yeah.
Yes. Good call.
Oh!
Ouch. That
tech
hurts.
crouch under the grab.
Mix up time. He's so cautious after his post knockdown now.
Okay,
Whip punish.
Nice crouch.
Okay, another post knockdown mix. Again, he kept it safe.
Yeah. I guess he's probably watching out for the wake up CE, right, from Yuttoto, because in back turn it's high 12. So
12 frames generally among the fastest.
yeah, absolutely. A lot of bars still to work with. Just trying to
Whoa, what a whip punish! Yuttoto!
From Yuttoto. The entire time he was trying to goad TheKura into coming at him, and he got him to do it. No, hold on, wait.
No, it's not enough this time. A little more nice block. TheKura not giving up.
Oh, wow. Okay, Soul charge. All I can do is this. Oh, caught him with it right before. So he went for the Soul Charge spin attack, right? Because if it hits, it does a grip of damage. Otherwise, he would have some pretty good frame advantage right afterwards. But it's really slow on startup, and Yuttoto was ready for that immediately the second he saw anything at all. Excellent play from Yuttoto right there, showing us why he is the Evolution champion.
That was tight. You know what I really liked about that the most was that, like, you know, normally when you think of Voldo, I think of, like, you know, he's hamming it up, he's coming at you from full screen with his stand, he's going crazy. That was a lot of, like, I'm going to stand here and then I'm going to 3B and you're going to get hit by it.
Yeah, no,
all right, so here's a replay
here. So right there, you saw the unblockable cancel, right? The entire time he was trying to goad TheKura into doing anything. And the second it happened, he stepped
immediately.
Got the back turn K. That put him in this situation. Sure, he blocks the 50-50 afterwards, right? But you're in a check situation in this, so you just kind of have to deal with it. He fights back for a second. Soul Charge comes out, and he's got to try something, right? But he goes for the spin here, and no dice.
Another nice one, yep. He's the same type of thing. He was doing a lot of that the whole match. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to wait until I think you're going to step in, and I'm going to 3B, interrupt whatever you do, and get a nice combo off of it. And even the post-knockdown mix-up, a lot of those mix-ups did not land, but his neutral game was strong that entire set.
Exactly, yeah. The whiff punish, exactly what you're saying with the 3Bs. The 3Bs maybe was 60% of his damage.
Yeah, a lot of that was just neutral game.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, I mean, and in Soulcalibur, that's where we've seen the strongest players excel, right? Is when they're not trying to go for the big, crazy, like, super strong mix-up, but when they're just genuinely doing proper spacing, with punishing very well, and goading their opponents into doing the wrong thing.
And it's impressive how sticking to the basics matters so much at high level. We've seen a lot of, from Skyll this tournament, a lot of AA, BB, AA, BB. And that was a lot of his momentum starter for him all tournament long.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes AA and BB might be your only punish in certain situations,
so you get
but
right.
You don't want to give up that punish, right? You don't want to leave damage on the table, or you don't want to leave frame advantage on the table sometimes, right? So they kind of take it. But with that, Yuttoto is going to move on. TheKura does have losers bracket, obviously, but that's the first match of our, the first player in our winners finals is going to be Yuttoto. Now we're going to find the second player in that winners finals, because it is going to be BDG's Bluegod from the US, California, West Coast, versus Oplan's Skyll out of France.
By the way, Voldo top 3.
Voldo top 3. Again.
That's crazy.
Again, right?
All right, anyway, we're just getting everything established between both players. You can see Skyll on camera right now, just getting himself ready, getting the button checks hammered in.
Yeah, so in terms of character matchup, I do not think we're going to see any sort of change at all. Both of these players have been true to their guns the entirety of this game's lifespan. It's more than likely going to be Mitsurugi versus Aswell.
This matchup is, I mean, you know, Aswell was a little different now than he was before, right? And Mitsu is kind of the same, except for the fact that the 12 frame CE is not like free anymore. You have to like
you have to have the charge for it to be 12 frames at this point, right?
So having said that, right, what I kind of like about this matchup for Skyll is that actually, as dumb as it sounds, Mitsu really could just do a lot of damage by just doing like Hell Sweep over and over. Like AA Hell Sweep, AA Hell Sweep. He can actually get away with that type of stuff as well.
And I mean, you see a lot of that mileage, or a lot of that move give him mileage, skill mileage in previous tournaments, right? Hell Sweep, it's no matter what, I don't care who you are, it's hard to react to. Like,
right. So it seems to me that if Bluegod doesn't do something to make Skyll uncomfortable, it's almost like this is like a free match for Skyll. I hate to say that about Bluegod. It's not that Bluegod is not amazing, right? But if Bluegod cannot throw Skyll off his game, literally Skyll is gonna just pound him into the ground with just
I totally understand what you mean, but one thing I do want to note about Bluegod specifically is that if there is someone who understands the numbers and just how hitbox interactions work and things like that, it is Bluegod. He is one of the biggest students of the game I have seen in a long time. So just getting that button check underway. I'm not 100% sure exactly.
This is a very important matchup, so of course they want to make sure that they're in their most comfortable environment before they start.
This matchup could dictate if you're guaranteed top 3 or not, right? So it could guarantee how many points you get here in the Soulcalibur World Tour. Because remember, this is an Edge Master event. First place is 300 points.
That's right, 300 for first, and you know, people don't usually remember who gets third place half the time. So that definitely makes a big difference.
Welcome to the stage of
Skyll looking to take it for France. Bluegod for the USA.
Yeah, I mean, this has kind of been one of the biggest matchups as well, regionally, for Soulcalibur 6's history, right? Is America versus France. It kind of started at the mix-up last year, where America did fairly well, right? I don't think that's hard to say. But, you know, as time went on, this Skyll and the other French members started to catch up. You know, started to do very, very well. But here we go, first match on Greece stage.
The French players think very highly of themselves, with good reason.
I definitely think it's warranted. Okay. Able to get the launch right there, got the low as well. Aswell's trying to fight his way back. He finally got into sword stance. That means he has the frame.
Not quite. He tried.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, and I think he had the right idea.
You know, that was a change back during Season 1. It used to be a lot easier to take people off those half-height walls.
Yeah, exactly. Small walls were a lot worse. Is that going to hit the wall? No. Okay. I was worried for a second.
That also was changed to not hit the wall as often as it used to.
Yeah,
used to just fling you like half stage away or something.
Yeah, it was just like whenever you hit, it was on the wall.
It was just going to be a combo.
Skyll taking the first round right here. Okay, he tried to whip punish right there. He's in almighty stance now because of it. Nice step. No punish.
Couldn't get anything big.
Again,
man, Skyll is just, I don't understand how he's doing so much damage with just the basic stuff.
It's always been like this. Soulcalibur World Invitational, if you watch those matches, you'll notice that Skyll pretty much won off of just 5A and stuff like that. I believe that's a punish. Yes, it is. Bluegod, play me a symphony. My love.
He might actually soul charge.
Oh,
nice break.
It's going to be a weird prospect to soul charge here, I think, because he could use that meter for the next round, possibly. Yes. Trying to catch him with the lethal hit on that. No dice, though. Oh, another throw. Oh, not tech that time.
It is a guess.
It is a 50-50, you're right. And I mean, the chip damage from taking the throw is not going to kill you, but still, I mean,
it still hurts, and it still gives the opponent momentum as well. They get lots of plus after when you break their throw.
Agreed.
Wow, nice combo. Bluegod, huge lead in this round. Whoa, no whip punish.
Yeah, I think that's like kind of the differences between the two players is Bluegod hits like big damage combos, right? Whereas Skyll is kind of playing straight up, just like I'll take what I can get here and there. Hell sweep. Oh, just a little bit too far out of range. Okay, he's gonna force the soul charge. Yeah, he recognized what situation he was in, and also if he loses this round, he's gonna get that bar back.
Oh, nice step, but he couldn't get anything for it. Good blocks again, and this time, Bluegod soul charge.
Yeah, he wants to get that pressure going.
Whoa, the clash! That was,
6B right there, excellent. He basically just puts up the stop sign, right? You know, when you're in soul charge as well, and you're in almighty, basically, right? So he can press whatever fast button he needs, whatever button he needs to put as a stop sign.
BB this time from Skyll.
Oh,
big whiff!
Excellent recognition of the string right there. Got the lethal hit as well.
Let's go. Breakdancing on him.
Yeah, forcing the soul charge right now. Skyll kind of with his back to the wall, honestly. Oh,
Okay.
I guess maybe he was doing 8A plus B. I don't know why he was jumping.
Oh, micro step.
Okay, 2As right here. That's the Soul
That's
Charge.
Soul
Nice
Charge.
roll. He got the back throw. So smart from Bluegod.
Number 1. Bluegod.
The first game right there. So I cannot stress enough, by the way, this is a run back from grand finals of the Soulcalibur World Invitational where Skyll kind of ran away with it hardcore,
Yes,
right?
yes. So I'm sure that he
Bluegod-
thought about that and you went and looked at a lot of things that he was doing wrong in this particular matchup.
And it is clearly showing right now with the half-life lead at round start. You missed.
Combo time.
At the ledge right
Backing
back.
off, giving him space.
I think he's a little bit too worried about the reverse ring out.
Whoa,
Nice
BB
step
again.
again. We mentioned it earlier. He is such a student of the game. He just understands what Mitsurugi's options are where, and he is going to the correct answers.
This is really impressive. You know, it's hard to consistently be this aggressive against Skyll. You know, he's trying to step, he's trying to crouch under what you're doing. Like that right there, and yet Bluegod is making it happen so far.
Yeah, I mean, Skyll, it looks so difficult for him right now. I don't know if I've seen it be so difficult for him at any point in time.
At any time, Skyll can take off just like this. That ledge is looking mighty dangerous for Bluegod.
Yeah, and he's thinking about that. That was a very smart crouch right there to get the 2A. He's kind of living on a prayer with that amount of health. I don't know if he's going to be able to do a whole lot with it.
It's so hard to come back from this position on Mitsu. He's going to play defensively.
Oh, what a shred.
Whoa.
That was so smart. Use 5B, then guard to cancel the animation. Wait for the 2K afterwards.
Early soul charge from Bluegod.
Yeah, he wants an early
Pressure.
start.
Whoa.
I'm surprised that didn't stun. I guess it wasn't counter hit.
Punish.
Gonna use the new the new attack in Soul Charge. I always call
Again.
those Soul attacks when they're not actually. Nice mid. Gonna go for the Soul Charge right here. He needs to get him off him. He understands regardless, he will get this bar back if he loses.
You brought up a good point, by the way. There's soul attacks you can do in soul
Yeah.
charge, and then there's soul attack, right?
Muscle Buster coming out. Oh my god,
wow,
the
that
hell
worked.
sweep
Incredible.
here.
And then he got it as a soul charge combo.
The low in stance right now gets the break attack for the plus.
Oh,
Maybe
BB.
cutting it with the launcher.
It's not
but
enough.
The Ari comes
Ari.
out. It gets blocked.
No,
Oh,
it
not
was
a
blocked
finish.
in time.
Too far away.
BB is not enough for the kill.
Soul Charge
Get off
comes
of it.
out.
Anything can happen.
Almighty
Block.
got the plus phrase and 6
Too
big
far
catches the
again with
backstab.
6B. Man, that range is so good on the 6B when he's in Almighty stance.
Oh my goodness.
People are cheering USA in the crowd. 3B.
This is
Out
going to go
for
down to the
combo.
wire, I think. Going for that full crouch. Oh, God.
Uh-oh, my turn.
Nice launch right there. Okay, block
He
on the
blocked
disco.
He's trying to work him to that ledge bit by bit, but Blueguy's
That's
not
a
down to
punish.
punish.
And now he actually has the Ashura Blade buff as well. So that means he's going to get new options right here. He gets access to better, faster frame data and new moves.
Oh, nice tech crouch.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was fourth throw.
And now he's in Almighty stance.
Oh my God, anything
A
can happen.
muscle
It's
buster.
over.
And that means Bluegod moves to
Winners
winners
bracket.
finals. Incredible play from Bluegod. He
That was tight.
clearly checked the tapes on the Soulcalibur World Invitational, his match versus Skyll, and he found every weakness that he had and just got rid of it.
And that was dope. What I really loved the most was just unstoppable offense. You couldn't tell when it was going to be a 3B, when it was going to be a low, when he was going to back off. So many different mix-up options. And it's not that Skyll was not using his outdoor movement, his great pressure, his hell sweeps, and trying to keep the damage on. But
No, that's definitely,
godlike.
that is a perfect assessment, right? Because,
so sick.
so Aswell's kit has always been kind of like an idea of a walking 50-50, right? That character has always just had the mix-up game. That's one of the reasons why he's been so
But you know,
strong.
Skyll is like a tank. He has like the sword, and he's just waiting for you to do something stupid so he can whip punish with a CE, or he can launch you, or something like this.
But
To see him play that airtight, the mix-up is
the
great.
thing is with the knowledge that Bluegod had of each option that Skyll had in whatever avenue it happened to be at the time, that's where it all came into play. That's how it was just an amalgamation of that information plus the kit of Aswell, and he played to his strengths beautifully.
That was dope. So now I believe we're gonna go to the loser side. I hope
But we're
you
gonna-
guys are excited.
Let's go ahead and check out the bracket, though, so we can see who we're going to fight on the loser side. Obviously, on the top there, the winner's final is going to be Yuttoto
Toto
versus Bluegod.
That's gonna be say Aswell versus Voldo.
That's right, yeah. But, so as we move over to the losers bracket, we are going to see another Japan versus America match. We saw a lot of those yesterday, but now it's going to be Jashin versus Illusion's Linkorz. Linkorz recently picked up by Illusion. Kind of a really strong pickup, to be honest with you.
Good for him, and good for them. You know, hopefully we get to see him travel some more and try out some things. He's still really young, right? So for those that are like, how come Link hasn't traveled before? You know, he's actually a lot younger than some of the other Soulcalibur OGs that you're used to seeing.
To be honest with you, there's a lot of really young players in this top 8. Yuttoto, by the time of Soulcalibur World Invitational, was 20 years old.
Okay.
Linkorz, I believe, recently turned 21.
Yes.
And the same of Bluegod, right?
Yes.
So
props to all of them. So Jashin, Hilda player from Japan. He's like the Hilda right now. I guess he's the one that everyone else is learning from.
Super old school. I can't remember when he started playing Hilda, but I do believe he played Soulcalibur for a long time prior.
So the main thing that we can expect from him, obviously he's still going to be teaching us lots about this character during this top 8. The main thing that we can expect from him is that Hilda has this move where you can charge, and it's like a really quick horizontal. When you charge it up enough, it's a horizontal with follows.
So it turns out that horizontal is charge 6A.
Okay, that's charge 6A. So this move is going to be a way that Jashin is going to establish space against Link. Whenever he's at the perfect range for that, that's like his party starter. So now he's going to go for that, and then when Link is too used to the horizontal, then that's going to open up the rest of Hilda's move list for him. So expect to see a lot of that in particular. She's got some combos that are really cool, especially with the charged vertical sword that we also saw from him. But number one, that charge 6A, really amazing move of Hilda.
Yeah.
And Link is going to have to play around that consistently during this matchup.
That charge 6A is kind of what got him into the top 8, right? Like, a lot of the time it was either somebody wasn't ready for the second hit to happen, or he used it as a really strong whiff punish like you were talking about, you know. And so I definitely think that's going to be a big established move for the matchup. And so one of the things we were asking Linkorz, like, how do you feel about Hilda? And he was like, I really don't know anything about this character, right?
I mean, I know very little also. This is definitely new. And what's tough about Link is that he's been playing more and more Geralt lately. Not that Siegfried is not also amazing, right? And Geralt is, as we said, a really amazing, well-rounded character, but he's the type of character that thrives on knowledge the most. The more that you know about a particular matchup and the more opportunity you have to step their game and get them to whip punch and things like this, the better that Geralt becomes, right? But when you kind of don't really know what's going on and the situation becoming random and you're flailing away a little bit, Geralt IMO is not very powerful in that situation.
You think so?
So I think that will make things tough for Link here, perhaps.
Yeah. No, and I mean also he's also had the storied history with Siegfried, right? So that's it. Sometimes it becomes like a comfortability thing.
Yeah, you know, with Siegfried, it's almost like, and I'm not saying that this will influence Link in any way, but with Siegfried, it's almost like you could kind of say, okay, I'm going to go into Soul Charge and base hold and go for my base hold low, and you could ham it up a little bit more maybe, but then with Geralt, I don't think that too many mistakes will be allowed.
Well, you were earlier talking about how Geralt was kind of like an all-arounder, right?
Yeah, he's like well-rounded, but...
So I'm surprised to hear that that you think that it would be harder for him to fight somebody that has a... that you have little knowledge of, since...
Well, that's the thing, right? With well-rounded characters, just my opinion, right?
Okay.
When you're playing a well-rounded character, right? Like, let's say you're the Ryu guy, right?
Okay.
The more you know about the matchup, the easier it is to be Ryu. You know when it's okay to throw your fireballs and when it's okay to do certain things, right?
Okay, I see.
And with Geralt, the same type of thing, right? Like, this is not a matchup necessarily where you can just be like, okay, haha, I have meter, I'm going to 6BB now. I don't think that that's going to work too well against Jashin. In fact, I think that Jashin will hurt Linkorz terribly for going to that basic strategy, right? So...
he could go to Grow, which apparently he may have. I think this is a character. I mean, I think this is a button check, though. But we're going to find out.
I kind of like this more, to be honest.
Grow was a character he had been playing a lot last year. It's not like he didn't have this character in the pocket or anything.
No, I haven't mentioned and I've almost kind of forgotten about, but I kind of like this a little more. I just
didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Grow didn't get any nerfs or anything like that this patch, right? He kind of got a little bit of buffs, but the thing is he didn't really get anything that helped him in the issues that he had. So he kind of remains stagnant. But if he feels the matchup is better, I see no reason as to why he wouldn't want to do it.
Okay. Shaking hands.
But I guess we're gonna find out right here.
Out in just a moment. Will he lock?
There it is. Okay.
Siegfried. Okay.
It's like I said. It's not impossible for him to have gone to the Grow.
No, of course not. Or even Geralt. Geralt would have also been a fine choice from him, of course.
Of course.
Geralt, one of the characters he's most well known for. I like this pick the most out of the roster that we know him to play. And we'll see how Jashin will answer.
Again, it's going to come down a lot to his knowledge of this character. So I know a second ago I did mention that he didn't know much about this character, but one thing that did happen is he played with some Hildas last night. So he has a little bit more knowledge than he did prior. But there we go. The round start. Oh, he was back turn. Really unfortunate right there. He didn't get to turn around.
Well, out of range for that.
Yeah. Hilda has a lot of strong horizontals. That's the charge 6A right there. Oh, yeah. When you're in Dark Legacy, that becomes a lethal hit. That'll lethal hit over and over again. It will never stop if it continues hitting. Soul Attack comes out.
Oh, he got him
on the second hit, but no, he wasn't ready for a Dark Legacy. Catches the roll
after the Legacy.
He came back from nothing.
And that's the explosive power of Siegfried. That's what he can do.
Absolutely. He's always been able to do that too. That's been one of his strongest suits in this version. In Soulcalibur 6, I mean.
Yeah, true that. And just because Siegfried is a little bit weaker does not necessarily mean that the best Siegfrieds are not going to show you loud. Man, Jashin is such a nut. So consistent.
I wonder if that's actually nutty or if that's just one of her best possible options that happens, because it looks so incredible. That button.
That tech crouch was godlike, by the way.
Yeah.
Mix.
Whoa! Unfortunately, I think what he recognized was that he didn't have the frames to go for the lethal hit there, so he opted to get frame advantage instead.
Right back at you with that A slide B.
Whoa! Yeah. Unsure of how
always getting that guaranteed OTG after. Another.
Finishing it off. So that's
cool. When you're close to the wall, you get that, huh? Well, just the spear staff?
The combo counter changed, so I think that was a tech trap.
Okay, I see.
Okay, using the
nice
3A. Got the stun.
Oh
2 bars for him.
It's so fast paced.
Oh,
the auto GI kicked in. 3B. Oh no, he laid tech. Yes. Yeah. Auto GI again. How's he getting that to work so well?
I guess he's identified a button rhythm that Jashin's been going for, because I mean, hey, he's been hitting it pretty much every time.
He held it too. He sat there and waited in the base hold for the button.
That's one of the nice parts about base holds. Okay, Soul Charge comes out. He recognizes that the 6A has the ability to be charged at this point.
Right back at you.
Okay, for Wolf Crone right now.
Who's crazier?
Ooh,
I am.
P6. Okay, nice. Jashin recognized that there was a follow-up to that.
They're even.
Oh, got the stun here. Big damage.
Tech trap time.
Now,
nice low.
I guess he didn't know.
Whoa! Oh, wow,
yeah,
that was scary.
That was super good right there. So he delayed it long enough, right? Because it looked like Jashin tried to tech crouch under it, but because he delayed it long enough, the hitbox ended up standing into it.
I think he just tried to whip punch.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He just was like, okay, I see something whipping. I'm going to 3B right now. Oh, my face.
That definitely could have been the idea there.
It's a Jashin. Man, that was a tough first game. That was actually close by both.
That was a boxing match. They were
running at each other.
Time.
You know, sometimes when you don't necessarily know the matchup, sometimes the best thing to do is
don't let him play.
Yeah, just floor it, man. Go as fast as you can go, just like that right there.
Oh, Hilda's on her home turf now. 3A4 right there, trying to catch him stepping. No dice, though. He's going to be able to get the 6A charge.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Whoa, again, that was also scary. Man, that 6A is great.
So I do think he's truly identified something with the base hold. Nice, he got the
lethal. Big boy damage. Extension. Time for a tech trap. He got it.
Oh, okay.
Not this time.
I guess he thought he'd get up immediately after the tech trap, you know? Sometimes you're trying to condition him.
Yep.
He got the full crouch B, able to finish it off right there.
You know, when you have the opponent scared enough, it's safe to go for those whip mix-ups because they're not really trying to, like, whip punish you necessarily. They're just trying to get away from what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh. Big one again off that charge 6A.
Well, now he has charge 6A.
Yes.
Nice block again on the low. So now at this point, he may have to start thinking about going.
Oh,
base hold again.
Auto GI again from the base hold stance.
Okay, that time he finally went to the mid, but it was actually didn't work out. Jashin is really good on defense. Dark Legacy is active though. He's got to watch out catching him on the tech trap. There's the low. Oh, okay, wow. With the step right there, gonna get the knockdown here. Oh, he tried to go for the mid, but again, Jashin's defense remaining stalwart. Soul Charge is coming out.
I need some space, my friend. Take it. Oh my goodness.
Okay, is that unblockable?
I don't know. I don't understand how it works. It's just when he charges it up long enough, the follow-up automatically comes out, or can he choose whether or not to do the follow-up?
I have no idea, but I noticed everybody's been getting hit by it once.
It's so good, I know.
Oh my God,
Again,
the hit, but he didn't follow up. Really unfortunate right now, but
Oh,
the
nice.
5K.
Just trying to keep Jashin pinned down the wall. He needs one more round to take it. This is the loser's bracket. Jashin would be eliminated at 7th place. Jumping low gets nothing.
That was a great block, but unfortunately it wasn't negative enough for him to punish. Wow, he's catching all the steps right now.
Jashin, a lot of meter available. He might soul charge. Yes.
Oh, he all right. He all right.
Oh my goodness! And then he went for the A+B. So much damage.
Right,
It's over. It's over. It's over. He was in his head.
Incredible call right there
That
from
was
Linkorz.
Not only did he RI, but then going for the guard impact afterwards.
I saw just a small tint of red, and I was like, what is that? Oh my God.
And then he, ready, go.
Yeah, I mean, that's guaranteed off that,
Yes.
you know? So he got the lethal hit, ended up taking the round right there. Incredible read from Linkorz. That was amazing.
Good for him. So that will seal him, and he'll continue on the tournament. Unfortunately, no more Hilda, guys. As much as we loved seeing
But she
Jashin's
made
amazing
top 8.
Hilda this tournament.
She made top 8. Jashin made top 8, which means he's going to
Props to
win
him.
some nice points for the Soulcalibur World Tour.
And he definitely taught us a lot about his character. I'm definitely going to be studying those matches later and playing around with it in training board and trying to figure out some of what we were getting hit by.
Yeah, I got to figure out if Charge 6A is actually unblockable in the follow-up. I've never not seen
What I don't get is I don't get if he was confirming it or not, because sometimes it seemed like he would go for 6A and he had a charge, but he wouldn't do it, and sometimes he could do it. I don't really get that whole aspect of it. So I definitely want to check that out later.
Just got to hit training mode. I do apologize.
Yeah, I'm excited.
For
No,
not
dude,
knowing,
I'm excited if anything. I'm glad to learn about a new character and see what Jashin could do. Props to him on 7th place tonight. And now we're lining up the next match. This is the other side of losers top 8, and it's Shen Chang of Singapore versus Noobicye of France.
Yeah, so Shen Chan from Panda Global has pretty much been, I want to say, the second most consistent player of Soulcalibur prior to Season 2, during Season 1's lifespan, despite the fact that his character is considered to be one of the most inconsistent character in the game at that time. He was the second most consistent player at the time. So nothing but props for the longest time. Obviously, also, he was one of the biggest pillars of not only his own community, but the Soulcalibur community at large, right? He started the Soulcalibur Asia League. He put so many people on his back just to prosper the game, just to prosper the community.
My man said, just to prosper the game. Live long and prosper. No, I'm just kidding.
But on the other side...
But no, props, for real.
On the other side, it's going to be Pulsar's Noobicye, who is going to be playing as well. Obviously.
Really strong. He gets to train amongst many of the best players to really grind out the matchup. And he's got us, you know, as well as generally like an offensive character, right?
Walking 50-50.
But he's got a style where he likes to do things like back off and get the arrow lethal hit, teleport in and follow up. So you sometimes you can't really tell when he wants to attack and when he wants to run away. And if you're not ready for that mode change from him, if you will, it can be really dangerous.
That's definitely been one of the strengths for Noobicye as he's made his way through this tournament. One of the reasons why he's gotten to this top 8 is a lot of people haven't been able to get a read on him in neutral, honestly.
No, he likes to run sometimes.
And the only person that put him into losers, Bluegod. That was the only time he got into losers, was because of that. So
hey, don't break the cup on Noodle Cup, my friend.
Yeah,
Don't be one of the photographers. He's trying to. He doesn't care.
Oh, Shen Yuan. That was good. Yeah, Shen Yuan waving over here. Yeah, so I believe it's going to be a quick button check right now. So
Shen Yuan was top 8 last year. This year he was top
fourth place.
Yes. This year he was top 16. I want to say he got 13th place.
With Zhonghua instead of Siegfried this time. Well, to be fair, last year he played Zhonghua and Siegfried, or was it Sophie? Oh gosh, it's been a little bit. I'll have to check it again. I'm sorry.
He did play some Sophie, I believe, yes.
This time he was playing mostly Zhonghua.
Okay.
So, you know, props to him. Excellent competitor, one of Singapore's finest. You know, the whole Shen clan is just a wonderful set of players. Another person in the stands over there, Shen Lin, also known as Heaton, one of the better Siegfrieds in the business. But okay, yeah. So, I do want to talk about this. Cervantes versus Aswell is nigh impossible, is what most Cervantes players says. And I am inclined to agree, to be quite honest with you. The track record...
This matchup doesn't seem much easier to me. Don't get me wrong, this guy is the TheKura right now, okay? He's one of the best in the biz. But, you know, you better get pretty lucky on when you get your stances, I feel like sometimes.
Well, I mean, it helps him out to get into top 8. He had to beat Aswell with Zero, right? So we're going to have to see it right here. Noobicye, though, he's kind of a wall. Oh, what a backstep into sidestep right there to get out of range and then out of the move.
My turn, right back at you. I can step 2, my friend.
Yeah,
you see this hula hoop?
I was going to say, I love the patience, and then right there, it even paid off a little bit stronger. Wow, Ket caught him thinking about the mix-up. Stays just outside of range. You know, Noobicye's spacing has been some of the best I've ever seen, to be honest with you. Taking the first
This is what I was saying about his style. Sometimes he's in, sometimes he's out. Probably not that fun for TheKura. We'll see what Shen can do.
Nice escape.
Good defense also.
Not gotta worry about that. Trying to use the headbutt to possibly stand switch. RNG can kind of be a cruel mistress sometimes, though. Okay, nice block. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a free punish, and it's a wall hit. So look at the damage. Is that death? Oh, just barely
living on a pixel. Nice
yeah, he tried to RI on Wake Up, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for Shen, you know, he was nice and patient. -12, yeah, which means I get that headbutt. TheKura has one of the best -12, or the best 12 frames in the game, in my opinion.
The range is a little bit short. That's the only weakness of it.
Doesn't matter if he's in your grill, right?
Yes, true that. GI?
Yeah, and that was level 2. He expected a re-GI, but no dice. Noobicye stayed patient. He tried to sidestep throw, but it actually tech crouched under it.
GI
Another
again.
G guy coming out.
Oh, this time he did get him.
I think this might be death. Just barely again.
On a pixel, but again we get a nice bit mix-up. Shen.
Yeah, looking super strong in the TheKura. This seems to be a lot easier for him matchup-wise than the Cervantes. And I wonder if that's
agreed.
It could also be a lot of practice, right? He could have been like solely trying to figure this matchup out with TheKura, and so he may have just a lot of hours under the belt. I remember prior to this, he tried Keelan versus Aswell.
That matchup is not bad, to be honest. Although he's making this look amazing. Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
Soul Charge
for both players right now. A lot of aggressive options for both of them. 8A plus B has got the command throw! Tamoshida. Nice duck. Oh, not a duck on the low block right there. Look what it afforded to him. He's back in Gloomy right now. Oh, and it's the mid-horizontal. Incredible play right there from Shen.
I like how he kept up with his tech roll first and then went for the horizontal just to see if he would try to move or stay there.
Yeah, that was a really good read on the tech roll, to be honest. You know, just one step to the right and he knew.
So, you know, I would say the only thing is that in that match, Noobicye didn't really block a lot. And you know, sometimes the match is really fast-paced. You just feel like you want to move, or you're trying to tell whether it's okay to attack on Wake Up or not, right? But I think that he gave away a lot of those rounds, just letting Shen finish him up with a basic mid after a knockdown. And maybe if he blocked and tried to, try a little harder to go for the comeback, he might be able to clutch out some of these.
Well, I guess we can check this adaptation possibility right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's up right now, but my God, that should be. Dunked him outside of the ring.
She like spiked him on the wall. That was
she
not
dunked him.
Oh, he's partying now.
Yeah, TheKura is definitely the next guest character in the NBA Jam 2020 game.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay, I like the idea. You know, you want to get a little bit of that back.
Mid. Oh my goodness, even the throws are coming out.
Noobicye can't fit, to be honest. Like, you know, we see him holding guard a lot, but he's just getting put in worse and worse situations, and now Shen is on set point.
I feel like Shen understood how the previous game, it was like, oh, he didn't block a lot last game, right? So this time it's almost like he could smell that Noobicye wants to block. Oh my goodness.
Luckily for Noobicye, he got big damage right there on the whip punish.
Oh that hurts! And he confirmed it! Get spanked.
Oh, yeah, he got to Gloomy, so it did more.
Oh, my goodness. It did a lot more.
Yeah, I believe that's new to this version, right?
I have no idea. I actually don't know this character that well.
Oh
but Shen definitely does.
Moving on right there, Shen.
So the mini pop off when he got up?
That was a flex. Like, I could see the pecs come out of his jersey, bro. Like... Shen's TheKura looks like the terror versus any Aswell he's come up against thus far.
That was sick. Give me some cup noodles right now. That's how good that.
Oh, you know, you can get some right here.
Yeah, I guess they have stir fry now. I don't even want to get into that. That sounds crazy. Anyway, guys, so we've seen a lot of really great top 8 matches so far. I hope that you guys have been enjoying them. Winners bracket especially is going to be super exciting. We got Yuttoto, who was the standard EVO champ, has a good chance to actually take the entire thing here at EVO Japan as well.
Yeah, versus Bluegod, and that's actually going to be a run back from EVO 2019 Grand Finals.
That's right. So before we continue on, guys, we just want to give a word to our beautiful, beautiful sponsors because we love all of them and we appreciate them. So please stick around, guys. When we come back, more matches from the losers bracket.
And we are back here at Evolution Japan 2020. This is going to be more top 8 Soulcalibur 6 action. Again, can't stress it enough. First World Tour event, Spooky.
I'm super hyped. I hope that you're excited.
Yeah. Almost every match here has had me at the edge of my seat. I've been jumping up left and right.
They're going to go so crazy in this top 5 that we're about to see. So we're in beautiful Chiba, Japan, Makuhari Messe. This is a very famous venue to me, actually.
Yes.
We've done many of the great Mad Catz X Tokyo Game Show events here many ages ago. One of the last, shoot, what's that old school big tournament? Togeki's, one of the last Togeki's actually took place here. Same venue, Makuhari Messe, super dope. And now we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful Soulcalibur top 8, the completion for you guys. Skyll versus Linkorz coming up.
Yeah, so we're going to see up on Skyll versus Illusion Linkorz. So another France versus America battle. We saw this on the winner's side, but we're no stranger to this regional matchup, right? We've seen America versus France, and that's kind of been the talk of the town.
This is not just America versus France. This is Skyll, the man who puts France on his back up against Linkorz, considered by some to be one of the best, period, in the USA. He's
had maybe the most winningest history of Soulcalibur 6's lifespan for America, right? But we're just going to go straight into it. No button checks required, at least.
They're jumping right in. This matchup is kind of what I guess we expected to see, a Mitsurugi versus Geralt. This is a footsies matchup. It's a lot of safe pressure, a lot of safe play. Geralt has a little bit of a better damage opportunity compared to Mitsu. He's got real explosive damage, especially with the 6 BB.
Yeah, on average, right?
Yes. Yeah. But Mitsu, for his part, a lot of the low stuff is going to be really annoying for Geralt. Nice confirmed there by him.
The only problem is he's got to deal once he's in his face, and Skyll has been so strong at figuring out your button rhythms, figuring out how to mix you up.
Nice 6 BB.
Okay, Usher.
Not enough.
Oh, yeah, it's a mix-up. You got to deal with it.
He does have a little bit of armor during that move.
Yeah, so it's while the yellow's flashing on him, right?
BB, nice punish. Nice tech crouch. That was sick.
Yeah, super good. Right there.
GI, he was waiting for the string.
6 BB. Lusher, gotta let it burn. Okay, he's got the lethal hit on deck now. So the next time that hits by itself, it should lethal hit.
Oh, big 4B.
Over sword. Look at the damage. This should be death, right?
All guaranteed.
God damn.
2 silver sword moves in 1 combo, by the way.
Oh, yeah, so yeah.
It would have done more damage at the end as well.
Trying to poke back using the full crown.
Oh, nice whip punish. 6 BB.
6 BB is maybe one of the better whip punish attacks in the game, especially if you got bar, right? Because of
then it's like if they block it, it's safe, it chips, it pushes back. Just amazing move.
All around. Oh, unfortunately.
I think he could have gotten more than that.
Yeah, he tried to. It was just a little bit off axis. He wasn't going to get too much extra after that, but, you know, I mean. Again,
oh, that's guaranteed.
God, he exploded.
3 rounds straight for Link. Man, and now if you're Skyll, you have to not be feeling good right now.
That was a big statement first round. Your Linkor's morale has to be really high up, and
he
still
just
has to think about it. Yeah,
really quick.
Yeah, you can see the look of consternation on his face. He seemed a little bit confused.
You know, as a Mitsu guy, you're kind of used to being the one that's dancing around everybody else and being the well-rounded kind of guy.
Yeah, controlling the pace of the neutral game more often than not, right? But evidently...
Link is not hearing that right now. Nice 1As.
Yeah, just checking with those 2As. I love the decision whenever I see players like hit a lot of 2As, because, you know, a lot of the time you have to disrespect. Nice step, though.
That was great. Yeah, the 1A and the 2A. Both just good little ways for Geralt to track you low because they're both horizontals. Follow up. He went for the 4-4 BB this time, yes. Ow.
Yeah, guaranteed push. That's going to kill.
He tripped.
My plans. Yeah, that's
new. New
That's
transition.
He kept himself safe too because if he had whiffed, that could have been pretty bad. Nice back turn B.
Oh, that was
was a tech
sick.
trap, right?
I think that was a tech trap. Yes. I was about to say it. I didn't want to call it for sure.
I think it is.
Yes.
He's trying to put the pressure on. He got the
It's so
wall
hard
right
to get
there.
away from the wall once Skyll gets started here. What a whip punish.
Oh my goodness, the backstep on the attack.
Link spending soul charge. Oh, he went straight for the Igni, but he didn't get the follow-up.
Dropped it. Yeah, he's just trying to push him away. He had so much far to
Again,
work with.
a good block on the 1A, but no punish. He tried.
Ah,
BB.
5BB. I'm sorry, I'm getting scared. I'm having heart palpitation right now.
They're playing so well. Nice transition.
Yeah, he finally went for the mid, because earlier he was always doing the low, right?
GI?
Yeah, we mentioned earlier how he was ready for those strings.
That was scary, that was scary.
But he got away, so I guess it works out.
No. He was trying to get... Wow.
Nice delay on that as well.
Yes, he charged it up a little bit.
6BB, Silver Sword, 4-4B.
Get off me.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does not stop Soul Charge like R.I. does.
No.
Oh,
B,
yeah, I was
that's a
going to say
punish.
that's a punish.
Good block. That one was a punish too, but instead he went for the hell sweep. Good mix.
Caught him trying to attack right there. 6BB.
6BB, it's enough.
Do
It's
it,
enough.
right? Yeah. Does the lethal hit stay per round? Because he flashed.
That one I don't know.
I guess we're about to find out.
We might. Get off.
Oh my god.
Wow,
the
so
command-
far.
Max
50 damage for that.
range.
Oh, it did stick.
Yeah, okay,
All
so
right.
it stays. Nice block on the hell sweep right there.
Another. Oh my
What an amazing way to
goodness.
start
That was
out
a tech
this
drop.
round.
Ah,
the damage. He's got a bar to work with too, so he might try to impose.
3B trade.
Not gonna
Oh,
kill.
good block. Good block on the one.
Oh,
Whoa,
push.
my goodness. Anything can happen.
50-55.
He can't even take a jab.
Oh, and
Wow.
there's the 5A
5A for Link.
It's gonna eliminate the Soulcalibur World Invitational Champion.
Ah, skills out.
I cannot believe it. The level of play somehow just continues to advance from everyone.
Man. All right, so props to Link. Of course, he will continue on the tournament, and Skyll will get 5th. I'm sure that he wanted to do better than that. He started off in the winner's bracket.
Everybody does. Everybody
Yes,
wants
of
to take
course.
the W, right? But like, with the way I've seen, the way we've all seen everyone been playing in this entire tournament, not just the top 8 so far, I'd be hard pressed to see some of our favorites just go down as quickly as that.
It's been a mountain of just back and forth. You can't even call them upsets. It's just that everybody's an amazing player at this point.
Yeah, you know, interestingly enough, the thing about Soulcalibur 6 has been the only guaranteed people so far had been Skyll and Shen, right?
Well,
but
and this
finally
tournament,
it
we
changes.
saw Skyll get kind of out footsied a little bit. You know, he footsied everybody to death to get to this point, and finally when the top 8 came around, people were ready a little tiny bit. They were like, all right, we're onto your tricks, Skyll. We know what you're about just a little bit.
That's a lot of studying having been done. Obviously, I'm sure Skyll is going to be, looking to do the exact same kind of studying and adaptation.
He's going to come back stronger next time. The same way that Bluegod definitely studied for him after that big loss that they took at the finals. And you saw how Bluegod came back stronger against him in the winner's bracket. Best believe that Skyll won't let this end this way.
Yeah.
And still, he gets a very strong performance at the first fifth place. Good amount of points for that one as well.
Yeah, so of course we saw him traveling to pretty much every event last season, so we're more than sure that
It's
we're going to
nowhere
see him
near over
season
for him.
2, right? And Linkorz is going to be move on. We're going to find out who Linkorz is going to be facing here in this next matchup, which is, I'm not entirely sure if we've ever seen these two players play, but it should be Shen versus TheKura.
That's correct.
So
That's
it's
correct.
Be
So it should
Singapore
be-
versus Korea, the two representatives that made it to this top 8 for their countries by themselves.
Geico.
That's right, Panda Global's own.
That always cracks me up. Oh, man.
I mean, Geico's been a pretty strong supporter of the
Do they
FGC,
even have
so-
Geico in Singapore? Does that even exist there? Anyway,
I feel like it'd be foolish to not have a market in anywhere with a car, right?
who knows? All right. So, Korea. They've been, again, kind of the mini... Doing the hearts in the crowd. All right, I guess I got to do it too. Is that right? They asked me for hearts in the crowd, guys.
I love the
Can't help
crowd.
it.
I love the
I can't
crowd.
help it.
The Soulcalibur crowd has always been at pretty much every live event. Some of the funnest people to interact with. We're not on the house mic this time, but I remember at EVO, myself and KP got to interact with the crowd, and I was loving it, man. it's a blessing, honestly, to talk to anyone in this community. So
They're really quite kind, and they're very supportive as well. They like to crowdfund their tournaments when they can, and things of this nature. So really just props to them. And again, this is a game that, it's a little bit underappreciated, so you gotta give that nice support and be friendly to everybody and try to be inviting, and they're really good about that.
Yeah. But this is the one spot where you don't want to be inviting. This is the one spot where you want to kill your mans, right? If I'm Shen, I want to kill my opponent. Or if I'm TheKura, I want to kill my opponent.
I mean, he plays a character that has a gun. Kind of like that. That's the purpose of a gun, right? You use this to do terrible things to the other person.
And Soul Charge is one of the best additions to that man's kit I have ever seen in my life. Like, A6B is an incredible move.
I have no idea what's about to happen in this match.
Oh.
They've definitely... very unlikely that they've ever played each other before, as you said. Korea versus Singapore.
If they have, I just don't know about it.
I've never seen it.
I
didn't even know this guy existed until today, TheKura.
There's a good chance they could have played online, possibly.
Who knows?
Anyway,
right now we're just making sure that all the buttons are buttons up on the stage. Of course, we want to be playing in the best possible conditions.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go down first game and then go back to character select, switch your buttons.
I've seen it too many times. Wasn't mapped. What's going on?
I've seen it too many times.
I can't do my break attacks. Game, please help me. Shen, second place last year.
Second place, yeah. He wants to change that fate. He doesn't want to be the bridesmaid anymore. And I mean, it's happened to him so many times. It wasn't even just last year at EVO Japan, right? It was last year at a myriad of events where that happened.
If you're interested in following the site, guys, scworldtour.com. You can find more information. Right now, unfortunately, the only announced event is this one.
Hopefully that'll change very soon, and I'm sure they're working around the clock to make sure that can happen as soon as possible. A lot of people don't know that behind the scenes requires a lot of paperwork before they can do stuff like that.
More than paperwork, so. This is pretend that you're in Okubo's shoes for a minute, okay? They've got this other game there. They call it Tekken. That one's already got a whole tour established, and it's got everything kind of going for it already, right?
Yeah.
And with Okubo, it's his first time kind of getting into this, right? He doesn't really know everything that it takes to make his tour successful the same way that the Tekken World Tour has already been successful. So because of that, keep in mind that he's really taking his time with this. He's really, trying to make the correct decisions, number one, for the community, and number two, for everybody involved. Because, the worst thing that can happen is that the first World Tour is just like a whack caliber tour, and nobody liked it. Well, what's the point of that, right? And then, it's going to be hard for him later to market that to people later and say, hey, well, when I update Caliber and a Season 3, if there ever is a Season 3, or whatever else they do next, he won't have the same type of leverage unless this goes well from the start, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, the first World Tour for any game really can have growing pains. Like it just happens.
There's a lot involved. There's a lot of moving parts, and it's not the same teams either as the Tekken team, and it's not necessarily going to be the same staff or even the same players. A lot of the players, although there is some overlap between Caliber and Tekken. And really, realistically, the top 8 guys that you see at this are not the same as the top 8 guys that you see in the Tekken tournament.
But there is definitely some overlap.
There is some, but level of play, it's just different. The guys that specialize in Caliber are a little bit different than the guys that specialize.
It's because they're different games entirely, right?
Yes.
They're just because they're on the same literal plane, they're not actually the same game, right? It's sure they have similar movement. Sure you can sidestep a vertical, right?
Some lessons apply to both because you're moving in a 3D space.
But it's not the same game. There are different rules on the majority side anyway. The minority of them can be the same, but yeah.
But that being said, we have our first tour event, and it's not the highest tier event. It's only Edge Master.
Yeah.
Edge Master Plus is actually the highest tier event.
That's right.
So knowing that, we know that they've planned things out enough that they're thinking about, okay, well, there's a tier even beyond this one. So, I'm excited to see what the plans will be. I'm excited to see where the rest of the tour will go. I'm sure that all the players at home are also excited because you guys need to know where in the world we're all going to go this year and travel to and what fun places we'll be at.
Yeah.
Second tour made it to Amsterdam a couple years ago. Thailand this past year. Dog, I'm so ready for this losers bracket match.
Yeah, I mean, Shen versus TheKura, so it's going to be either Cervantes or Tira, maybe even a Keelik Mirror, I don't know.
This is taking too long. Put an arcade cabinet up on the stage right now.
Something could just be happening.
Insert coin, 100 yen, 100 yen. Press start.
Yeah, even in arcades, they have stick malfunctions. So you got to call over.
You got to call the attendant over.
Sumimasen.
Yeah, sumimasen. My A button's not working.
I mean,
Can you help?
that's kind of what they're doing here. You know, they got 2 attendants up there. You know, bless their hearts, helping out our players, ensuring that everything's Gucci for the rest of this top 8 right now. It seems like things are going good. We're back into character selects. Oh, they're praying. They're like, please work.
Please work.
Please work.
We want to be able to play matches. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. We'll get there, guys.
Yeah, we're going to find out right now. Let's see it.
EVO Japan 2020. I can't believe we made it all the way to 2020. I'm still living, guys. I'm still here.
From Melty Blood to Soulcalibur, huh?
Dog. I don't even understand how I got here. I really like this game, mind you. I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been enjoying how friendly the community has been. Even the players that I don't really know that well, like Icy Change, for example. I barely know that guy. He comes up to me and he's like, hey, what's up, Spooky? You know,
he's so funny. He's the all-American American.
He's chill, man. He actually got really far at this one. We also have Sandman. He's in the crowd watching. He got really far at this one. Also, man, that semifinals was kind of crazy. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I actually got to record. I actually got to record the match that Sandman lost.
I didn't even get to watch Kayane play the whole time, man. You guys always hear me on the mic always talking about how she's like my favorite person in the whole world or whatever. I actually didn't even watch her play. She was here in top 32, and then she was out of the tournament.
For every match that you watch, you miss 6 other really good matches that you wanted to watch, right? So it's like, it's unfortunately you just can't see everything, and that's just how it is.
So tough. Anyway, once again, we're in the losers. Almost ready.
And Cervantes versus Kulik is what it looks like is being locked in here.
This is looking like we might be about to begin. All right.
I guess he didn't like the headphones. He put them down. He was like, nah.
I don't need that.
I want to hear the crowd.
Audio, exactly. I want to hear drama all around me. I want to feel the tension.
Some people legitimately thrive off that, to be honest. So it could legitimately be what he wants. I don't know. Button check? Okay.
It is a button check.
You know, after that long pause, I guess they have to make sure that everything's working right.
Of course, the worst that can happen is that, like we were just joking about, my break attack's not working.
Yeah, I don't have break attack maps. I mean, to be fair, you can do that, or you can have the shortcut map.
But still, like, some guys definitely have the shortcut map, especially like the transition characters, like a Killick guy.
Yeah, it could help.
Very likely that to have a break attack mapped.
That's the nice things about fighting games these days is being able to set your own buttons to whatever you want. No matter what you have your button set to, it's always a matter of preference, right? Okay. So it is going to be TheKura. All right.
Man, the TheKura training has really paid off for Shen so far this tournament.
I mean, he's killed his demon character, right? He's been killing Aswell after Aswell. He had to kill at least, I think it was like 3 of them just to make it to top 8. Oh, well, actually, one of those was in top 8 here. It was Noobicye. So.
Pretty small stage here.
Yeah, it has been enhanced due to one of the old patches, but it's still pretty small.
You would just get ring out by Ivy within the first 10 seconds. Oh my!
That's guaranteed. Knockdown pressure right here. Here we go. Hey, just wake up 2A. I like the decision. You know, he's like, I'm not going to let you run your game on me, right? What that does is it establishes the thought in TheKura's head that he may just start pressing buttons. Caught him rolling. Nice block on the 1A there.
This is so close right now. Shen. Oh, what a duck!
You know,
TheKura, first blood.
In TheKura's last few matches, his ducks under throws had been really high in percentage, right?
You know, I don't usually expect this style from a Killick guy. Kind of when I see Killick, I think more of like a mix-up kind of player, almost like an X type of guy, right? But TheKura, he's so defensive.
I mean, that might be something to think about if that's the case. You know, maybe that's just the way to play Killick to his most effective property.
His style is just so different from what I've seen, and it's not a surprise to see how effective it is. Wow, nice one.
God, I mean, speaking of effective, Shen hit him 3 times and he died.
Your defense will only last so long against my hula hoop.
Hey, in Gloomy right now. Back to Jolly. But, I mean, that's exactly what he wants, right? He wants to stance transition as much as possible.
That's a whip on it.
Yep.
Slap.
Oh!
Frames, please! And Shen will happily take that free meter from TheKura.
Okay, trying to go for the monument mix-up right there. That's the... Oh, okay, never mind. That was a really delayed throw tech.
Still, every bit counts with those throw attacks. Even if you tech it late, at least you're still on your feet.
Yeah, got hit by the mid right there. Not a lot of life to work with right now, so it's going to be scary for him to try and to switch stances. Because he could just get whiff punished and die.
Oh, what
my
a creepy-
God.
Oh,
Oh, he got a headache.
That's messed him up.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate timing.
So unfortunate.
She did the owie.
She got a headache. You know, sometimes, you know, you forget your Advil at home.
I don't know.
You need that Excedrin.
It's something. By the way, it's actually hard to get Tylenol in Japan.
Probably a drug reason.
I guess, I don't know. Controlled substances.
And already got him to the ledge right now. Good life lead as well. He's got a lot of bar to work with too, so I mean he can make kind of anything happen at this juncture.
Chill.
Great steps.
Even more chilling now. I bet he won't step too much more after that one.
That should be a punish. Oh,
No.
I'm wrong.
I was not sure. Her C is like a 16 framer or something, right?
I don't know the exact number on it, but oh my God! I guess maybe he hit a button. I'm not sure.
Whoa!
Unfortunately, yeah, he was just.
That was
off
definitely
axis
unfortunate
right there.
I feel like that should have been his whip punish. Instead,
Calibur's a cruel
that's
mistress.
Hey, man. Oh, hey. She's dancing. What can I say?
Oh, jumps over the throw, and that gets the cinematic because it's clean. Jumps over that. Oh my God. Yo, the hitbox interactions are making me feel some kind of way right now.
My goodness. And then little by little, Shen-chan is taking away the Kura's ability to use his lows by doing all those jumping moves.
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot less 1As than you would normally see from a Keeler player. I feel like Soul Charge is going to come out. Doesn't have a lot of life to work with, so he heals. Okay.
Makes sense.
I think it's a good use of a bar.
He could almost go for it again if he really wanted to. This is the last round.
Yeah. Oh, he tried to charge 4-4K. I saw that. Spin. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Plus frames.
Oh my God.
1A.
Anything can happen.
Oh, he stopped it, but it doesn't go out of the ring, and there's the command throw.
The command grab closes it out.
I think he thought the 6A was going to ring out, so he didn't want to influence it too much. He didn't want to allow Shen-chan to get
He didn't want to press a
directional
button and mess the ring out of.
Exactly, yeah. But it wasn't actually as close as he thought.
Dang.
Oh.
The stress? Yes, the stress. When I was joking earlier about the super zoom in. Game number 2.
You wanted to see the pores.
Oh my goodness. I definitely saw some pores there just now.
I mean, he looks pretty stoic, though. I think he understood what happened. He was like, okay, you know, sometimes these things are just what go down.
It happens.
Oh, you got to stop her. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So she can cancel that into guard, obviously, but one of the things that's really important is to show that you'll stop her from doing it. Because if you can't let her switch too much, otherwise she gets into Gloomy Coda.
What a response. TheKura tried to get a GI to stop Shen-chan's wake-up button. Instead, Shen-chan just watched it happen. 3B, easy finish for him. He's starting to run away with this.
Oh, that's a great way to start running away with it for sure.
So much damage.
Yeah, put him at the ledge as well. Nice. So he backstepped just to goad him into doing something.
He needs a lot more than that, though. And Shen-chan is still using those jumping buttons to stop TheKura from being able to use his good lows.
Yeah, he's just a bit too worried about whatever button he can press right there. The auto GI, no full conversion off it. I'm not 100% sure if she gets any more after that, actually.
I don't know. It might be dependent on what stance it transitions to when it hits.
Whatever the case may be, Shen-chan is currently on set point right now. Looking to take out TheKura. Got 2 bars, 4-4K comes out. Can't punish it.
Man, TheKura hasn't really, I don't know if it's just that Shen-chan's playing really safe. Even when he steps and he gets Shen-chan to whiff, he hasn't really been able to get big damage.
Yeah, that's actually a really strong point right there. That's the one chance for him to get big damage, actually. See, he comes out, he does have another bar to work with, and I think, honestly, he's going to need to use everything he's got in his arsenal at this point. BB.
Shen-chan's fighting so safe right now. Good block.
That was a great block, but unfortunately, yeah. Oh, no. I think that was Soul Charge, actually.
Oh, too far to whip punish.
Well, even if it was Soul Charge, at least he's okay right now. He's got a lot to work with.
Oh,
He got the stun right here. It's good damage. Mix up City.
Good
nice
block
on the mid. It dodge, and there's the low. Kura staying alive.
Finally. He needs a lot more than this, though, and the meter deficit is huge right now.
Yeah, especially if he wins another round. Shen-chan is going to get... Oh, wait, he's in Gloomy Coda.
Wow, that was a huge command.
Oh, no, he's not. Okay, I thought for a second he was in Gloomy. I saw the glow, and it just lasted longer than I thought. That's my bad.
Watch your feet. Whip punish.
Okay, goes for the
Soul Charge. He's trying to finish the game right now. Oh, that's huge.
I think it's a smart decision.
It's going to be close.
Okay, one last mix-up opportunity. Oh, wake up 6A?
Oh,
he takes the command throw. Nice interrupts with the 2A. He gets a throw of his own. It's going to be a bit far away, but it's still a force block situation. Gets the low and no tackle. I can't believe it. TheKura again.
Let's go.
But again, still a mountain to climb, right? He's got another game to work with, and Shen getting back into Gloomy.
I almost feel like he's doing that just to force TheKura to come close.
So he's in Coda, right? Okay.
Nice.
Oh, no, he's not in Coda. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh,
that's a big
whip. But now he drops it.
Combo. Soul charge from Shen.
God, I really need to count the transitions from TheKura because I've been messing that up left and right.
It's hard to keep count when it's high pressure like this. Soul charge back. That's going to knock down, I think.
Oh, he tried to monument there, but that's going to get broken by the soul charge, unfortunately. He doesn't have a lot of life to work with, but he's always going to get big damage during his soul charge. Force block situation. Yo, tried to jump right there. Nice block on the mid. He gets away. Oh, but the 2K to finish it off, and Shen staying in this tournament. Moving on over TheKura, but man, what in that comeback was almost ridiculous from TheKura.
TheKura, amazing performance the entire tournament. Now he's out, just like that.
I mean, again, this is the highest level that we can see from this game. The strongest of players. The fact that he made it so far is already an attribute to that he is one of those players, one of the strongest, absolutely.
And again, Shen, again, again, we talked a lot about him being second place last year, getting so close. And Keeve, again, was the only one that could take him out. Keeve totally not here. And although Shen is in the losers bracket, we see that he's got like the fire, and he's looking really strong. He gets a little bit frustrated when he loses a round, and he's he's putting himself in that great position to take the rest of this bracket.
Yeah, so I mean, speaking of that bracket, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it real fast. We got to see the last remaining players. So our next match is gonna be winners finals, Yuttoto versus Bluegod. Again, this is a rematch from Evolution 2019 Grand Finals. So Bluegod was in Grand Finals of the World Invitational, and he lost that. But he defeated the person that defeated him there, which was Skyll. Could he come back and do it again?
This is starting to become a situation where when you're in the position like this enough times, and you know what it's like to lose, you just don't want to lose anymore. You're just gonna do what it takes. Like, no, Yuttoto, I'm not losing today. I'm gonna destroy you. And again, the toughest part for Bluegod here is that it's not that we don't have many great Voldo players out there, but there are not too many Voldos like Yuttoto.
Yeah,
well, champ.
So the Voldo that Bluegod would probably have the most opportunity to play would be Manta, but I believe Manta is on the other side of California, not exactly the same area. Which for a lot of you, those you don't know, California is a very large state. It takes a while to get from one end of California to the other. But yeah, so Manta would be the other Voldo that he would be able to easily play, I would say. There's obviously more Voldos in America, of course, but he would be the closest, I think.
Now, having said that, Yuttoto, a little bit of a home court advantage. Not that he hasn't watched his Japanese brethren all around him get bodied, because this has clearly been an extremely tough tournament. 510 players, all in attendance. A great many of them competitive players. Not too many guys that you could look at and say, oh, yeah, that guy's a scrub. There weren't too many of those.
There's a lot of the players that you would think would be in top 8 that actually just didn't make it this event. And that's just due to the level of skill that's at here. It's just there were so many people that could easily be in the top 8 in any other major, but only 8 of them are going to make it. So
Voldo versus Aswell. They played this matchup many times before.
Yeah, EVO 2019 was the big one for this, and I mean, Bluegod was so close in a lot of situations. I think all of us were genuinely impressed with Bluegod's play that tournament. He was able to take out Skyll in some very close matches. And in this one, it was a lot less close. Got to get the button checks underway first before we started out.
Main thing about this matchup that interests me is that it seems like Aswell is actually the character that, sometimes it's a character that's the aggressor and the other guy's the defender, right? With this matchup, it's almost like Aswell's kind of the aggressor, even though you expect that. It's from Voldo, primarily because he just has a lot of really dumb horizontals that Voldo can't do anything about. It's actually kind of irritating as the Voldo guy, right? So I expect that Yuttoto might play much like we've seen from him during the semis. We didn't see as much of a top 8. Like a close range game where he would get one knockdown, and from just that one knockdown, he would stay close, and he would just establish Oki, use a lot of his break attacks to deal guard damage, and it wasn't necessarily that he was going ham with the 50-50. It was more like get plus frames, go for a grab, back off and make you whiff, and then 3B you. That type of play style. And, you know, I think that will be a little scarier for Bluegod, but at the same time, I'm not sure where this is going.
Yeah, well, I guess it all depends on how quickly he can possibly establish aggression, right? Because stage choice could matter in that. Because if he gets a stage where they start far enough away,
yeah, I think Bluegod is just gonna attack. If we saw what he did versus Skyll, right? The main difference was no, I'm gonna attack you, really. At the start, I'm just going to rush in your face and I'm going to go ham the whole time.
Sometimes you want to make sure you get your stance ready, right? You want to make sure you have a created weapon. But here we go. This is going to be winners finals of the first Soulcalibur World Tour event here at EVO Japan 2020. Bluegod versus Yuttoto.
I believe this one will be a best of 5 set, first to 3.
That's right, first to 3 coming out. And it's going to be on one of the most volatile stages in the game where you could just die for no reason. Okay.
Nice break. That was a forward throw, actually. Still broke it.
Yeah.
Good awareness.
Well, it's not like one of his throws were going to ring him out, right? So I think he was probably, you know, thinking like the I know that you know. Gets the knockdown
At 6B.
here. He's in sword stance, so he's got faster frame. Get a nice GI. It's only level 1.
Waited.
Amazing duck. Okay, got to deal with the mix-up here. Nice step, though! Yeah, I mean, you know, Voldo has the horizontal he can do there, but I guess Bluegod just had the read.
I just knew.
Yeah, he'll take that 2A so he can be in almighty mode. I think Bluegod is all about that. Just go for the mid. Keep it nice and simple. Oh, wow. Okay, so he gets the throw right there. He's going to be back into almighty mode as well. He opts to go back to spear.
Their point-blank game is extremely strong. Bluegod just did not want Yuttoto to have any pressure there.
6B to interrupt right there. Voldo has a hard time pressing buttons at that
That's
range.
A cross. Oh my goodness.
Trying to go for the 50-50 right now. A lot of guard
He's working
damage.
that guard as well. Agreed. Good block.
Oh, the GI. That's going to be guaranteed. Yeah, the only option he had there was to read GI. And I mean, again, it's a 50-50. It's hindsight. There's no way he could know for sure.
Man, I'm really impressed at how well Bluegod is opening up Yuttoto's defense.
Man, you're right. He's working that guard.
Whoa. Okay,
that's
good
negative.
blocks. GI.
There. Just goes for the guarantee.
Just getting something basic.
Knock him down right now. Back turn K. That's one of the better options for Voldo. Just working that guard damage.
GI gets nothing, but he is red guard right now. Anything can happen. He might want a soul charge just to be okay.
I guess we're going to find out here. He's got a lot of meter to work with, but, you know, Yuttoto has historically not really used his meter a lot. That's guaranteed.
Goodbye. Nice one.
You can't step there because there's just too much. It's a guaranteed guard break.
Too much plus to allow a step to work.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he could RI it, actually.
He could, that might work, or he could, like, mash soul charge or something like that, maybe. I don't even know.
Well, I mean, it might be a first block situation, so, you know, in first block situations, you can't actually mash soul charge. But yeah, as I was saying, Yuttoto has historically, in pretty much every event we've seen him so far, barely use his bar. Whether it be Soul Charge, CE, he pretty much only uses it for CE from
Man, I feel like I've seen something like this a long time ago, and it was from Ender's J, Cervantes from New York, right? And, you know, I find that with players who consider their Soul Charge weak, right? So, like, Voldo guys, Cervantes guys sometimes don't think their Soul Charge is very good, stuff like that. I find that when players think that their Soul Charge is weak, that they just don't utilize it because it's like, to them, it's like a useless mechanic. Okay. And they're not just into the concept of, like, they're not Guilty Gear guys. So they're not used to, like, hey, this is a burst. You can use this to get away from people, right? That concept just eludes them. They're just not into it for whatever reason.
I guess so. I don't know. No punish with a -12, but he is going to get the GI on that one, setting up possible mix-up. No dice, though, as Bluegod just blocks it all. Oh, got the stun.
Whoa,
almost stepped away from it. That was really good awareness from Yuttoto. He recognized the situation and tried to step. Unfortunately, what a duck!
He's pressuring him at this wall. Yuttoto, he needs a big launch, so there's something.
Guard bar, look at Bluegod.
This is the first round. How did he do so much guard damage?
Boy's been running. Oh, but then the muscle
weapon.
buster. I mean, you know, he's got enough life that a guard break would not really phase him too much, right? So he was not worried about having to be too defensive or anything. And especially now that he's head, he probably wants to get guard broken as soon as possible, honestly.
Good block on the breakdance. That's a great step. He did not whip punish Yuttoto. Uncharacteristic.
Well, that time it was off axis, right? He tried to whip punish. It was just a little bit too far away.
Come up, yeah.
Soul tried to keep the pressure going.
Whoa!
6
Wow,
clashes, and I believe that's guaranteed if it clashes like that.
That's crazy. As well, please. Back turn AA. The back turn, man, is just not enough. Bluegod.
6BA has been mixing up left and right. I mean, a lot of the Muscle Buster had been coming out prior to that, so I guess he was trying to crouch block, and then he just gets hit. Oh, wow, caught him when he was coming up. I thought that was going to tech crouch it and get him out, but yeah, 2A. He recognized that he was negative, so he tried to press a button, but Yuttoto, once again, knew that he knew that I knew.
Nice mix. He needs... There we go.
That was the same situation as last time, where Bluegod tried to step, right, and he won for it, but that time Yuttoto was ready.
He needs to... The thing is, like, Yuttoto's pressure here is still not scary. That guard bar's been red basically since the beginning of the match, but he hasn't found a way to use his break attacks or anything to really open it up.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is when you're trying to break guard, a lot of the time you're kind of predictably using a lot of verticals because they do more guard damage on average.
And Bluegod is looking for that. My goodness, okay.
Back turn K, man.
GI?
Just gets guaranteed damage, which also puts him in axe stance, and I think Yuttoto recognized that. So that guaranteed damage puts him in axe stance, and I think Yuttoto recognized that, oh, it's going to put you in axe stance, so Muscle Buster is probably going to be your option here.
Okay, early soul charge from Bluegod. I'd like to point out that Yuttoto still has not used any bar.
Again,
not even soul attack. Voldos is not bad.
Historically, he just doesn't use it that often. I mean, here we go. This is the first soul charge we're seeing of the set.
Again, soul charge from Bluegod, just trying to keep momentum.
Yeah, he's got to put that pressure on, right? Because look at how much guard damage he got. Look at the hit.
Goodness.
That's a new attack again. Muscle Buster to catch a roll. Oh my god, it went over the 2A. Then he got the lethal hit.
Bluegod.
Incredible. Beyblade actually went over the 2A.
Oh my god. 2-0 for Bluegod. And you know what, Yuttoto, I almost feel like we're not seeing, you know, like the optimal Yuttoto. He's getting close and he's establishing these small mix-ups, but he's not getting like that huge pressure. He's not getting those crazy grabs that we saw from him earlier, and it's almost like Bluegod's not afraid.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bluegod is not afraid because he's figured out how to make it so that it's impossible for him to do it. He's gonna get the wall here. This is so much damage.
Follow up. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he tried.
Yeah,
he tried. I can completely understand that, right? You win the game outright if that hits, so why not?
Might as well go for it. Now Yuttoto's trying to come back, taking advantage of that corner.
Oh, yeah. So if you do Beyblade off of the AA string, which for a lot of people who play anime games, you can consider that an auto combo, right? It changes the frame advantage, or the frame data on it all around, right? So it starts up faster. It's not -12, it's like -8 or something like that.
Whoa, nice mix.
Okay, trying to find his way out right now, but Bluegod is fighting on the back foot pretty hard. 666, be lethal!
That's it. That looks so weird.
It's one of the best whip punish buttons that Voldo has. Especially considering that its lethal hit condition is whip punishing.
Early Beyblade. No clean hit there.
Yeah, just a little bit too far away. You know, they nerfed the clean hit on it again this version. Soul attack is going to come out.
Pressure time. He cannot take a full combo anymore.
Okay, just going to be guaranteed damage. I wonder if he's going to go for Soul Charge soon. Oh,
whoa, that was weird.
He humped on him.
Yep, take advantage of it.
Oh,
whoa,
just
the
outside.
max range.
Scary situation. I like the patience
Back
from Bluegod, though.
Gets nothing, and Bluegod just watching it.
Oh,
nice
got the back throw. A lot of bar left on the table for Yuttoto. He's actually going to burn a whole bar if you think about it right now.
Beyblade again at the start. I'm not even sure how Voldo's supposed to deal with that move.
To be honest with you, I don't know if he can.
All right, lethal. Stun setup. He jumped out.
He knew the mix-up, I guess.
Another jump setup. Oh my goodness, that was scary.
Got hit by the break attack right there. The throw comes out, but nice break from Bluegod.
Follow up. Oh my God!
Yeah, he wants to put the guard damage on him. That's so smart right there from Bluegod because he's trying to put him in a checkmate situation if he can. Backing off.
So
yeah,
wow,
chuck and axe.
So far.
Bluegod is now in grand finals of the first Soulcalibur World Tour event over the Evolution Champion. So, again, he defeated the person who put him out of the tournament from the last time they fought. First it was Skyll from the Soulcalibur World Invitational. Now it was Yuttoto himself.
He made Voldo's offense look like a non-issue.
Definitely a non-issue.
And I mean, you know, that stuff's not that easy to block consistently the way that he was doing it. And it wasn't just that he was blocking; he was interrupting. He was creating space so that the command grab would not be an option for Yuttoto. And he found so many opportunities to escape pressure against the wall. Yuttoto was trying to land so many big wall combos.
Yes.
So like, hey, let me get my 3B and I'll get you at the wall.
He was trying 3B. He was trying back turn K.
Bluegod was not hearing any of that.
Not
And
at
even
all.
he would wait, he would watch what he was doing in back turn, he would go for a late back turn throw just to try to grab him out of what he was doing, and it was getting to the point where Yuttoto was the one that could not predict what Bluegod was doing next.
Yeah, it's funny you talk about how he's like unable to predict because normally Valdo is the character that you can't
Exactly.
predict, right?
No,
Like,
this was like the other way. This was definitely like Yuttoto, like, oh, okay, I actually don't know what he's gonna do. Like,
he just seemed to pick the right option at almost every time. I know earlier I mentioned that he was a scholar and a student of the game.
no,
But
this was like, you don't make Yuttoto look like a scrub 3-0 in Winner's Fight. That's not normal. That's exceptional, bro.
he's a genetic freak.
Really good. Really good. So he's going to be resting pretty in the grand finals. He's
That's
guaranteed
right.
top 2 no matter what. Yuttoto is going to have to wait for the winner of the next match. This is another heavy hitter, another big one.
Yeah, no matter what, every match we're seeing thus far in this top 8, just the whole top 8 is just heavy hitter matches after heavy hitter matches, right? The best of the best gathered here to make this top 8 happen. And I mean, now we've hit our top 4, but one of these guys got to go home. And next we're gonna see Illusion Linkorz versus Panda Global's Shen.
So I don't really know who's gonna pick what character here. I will say that I imagine that Link has a lot less experience against a good TheKura than a good Cervantes because we have Enders J from the New York area who's a quite good Cervantes. So, if I was a betting man, I guess I would put money on Shen trying out the TheKura and seeing how that goes.
It could be a first match pick, right, and seeing what's going on.
It could even be a blind pick. Like it might be the type of situation where they need to use blind pick rules just to see who's gonna pick what.
Yeah.
For Link's part, I don't know. I guess Geralt is like kind of okay versus all of Shen Chan's characters. Like he'll kind of 5-5 all of them and do okay. But I almost want to see him play the Siegfried again. Because I feel like it's almost like the meta has reversed. Where at the beginning we saw a lot of Siegfried, and then we didn't see Siegfried for a while because he's changed so much, and now it's kind of come full circle where people are not necessarily ready for Siegfried, even though he's a little worse than he used to be.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like that will be the better pick against what Shen Chan is doing right now.
Yeah, he definitely has a lot of options available to him. Obviously, he has the grow in the pocket as well. I don't know how likely the grow is, but it's I guess I can't count it out.
It's a thing. I mean, it exists. I think that we'll probably see Geralt or Siegfried.
Yeah,
I
think. His Geralt looked incredible versus Skyll. I have never seen Skyll look so troubled in the neutral game.
And that's like a matchup that kind of, it's not the matchup itself, like the character versus character matchup. It's more like the style of matchup. If it's footsies versus footsies, you generally kind of expect Skyll to win in that situation, right? He's like a footsies god. But instead, no, man, Link almost made Geralt look like better than he actually was as a character. Like, I'm just going to dance around everywhere, and I'm going to 6BB, and every time this 6BB is going to work. Burn! Haha!
Yeah. But, Shen, obviously, his TheKura so far also showing just to kind of stop every single person it's fought, right? I think his TheKura has maybe lost 3 total rounds so far. And we haven't even seen Cervantes in top 8, I don't think, from him. I could be wrong.
So. No,
I might be forgetting.
I don't think we saw Cervantes today yet.
But
we did see some yesterday.
Yes, yeah, of course. Because there was more Cervantes than Shen as well. There's a Kier Dems from France.
I'm peeking over to see if they're calling for a blind pick against each other. It doesn't look like it, though. They're just kind of staring at the screen and locking. This is intense, man. They're definitely getting ready. All right. So, Link versus Shen. Neither one has locked in on a character yet. Again, Link can offer either Geralt, or he could offer Siegfried, or he could offer Grow, kind of like the third stringer for him.
Yeah.
Shen, Cervantes, or...
There was that moment where Linkorz was messing with Amy. I remember that.
She's
but,
okay. Like...
Oh, well, there was also Cassandra as well. Those were 2 characters he was messing with. But
I feel like he won't pull those out.
I don't think so. Probably Cassandra before Amy if he would, but I don't think so. Oh, okay.
All right, guys. So, guys, we're just getting these guys set up for the match. Again, we want the players to be able to play in the most optimal conditions, which means that sometimes, guys are very particular about making sure everything is right. We're just going to go to a quick break to get the guys set up. We'll be right back, I promise you, with Link versus Shen.
And we are back here at EVO Japan 2020. We had to take a bit of a break, not only to do ads, but to ice Bluegod, because that man's is way too hot right now.
On fire. My goodness, my guy. The 3 straight in winners finals was exceptional. But now we're going to jump into another big one. You guys have been waiting long enough. It's going to be Illusion's Linkorz up against Panda Global Shen of Singapore. USA versus Singapore, losers semifinal.
That's right, yeah.
Still only 2 out of 3.
So, yeah, we are back to 3 out of 3. You guys can check the bracket right here. So one of the things that I got to mention is that Linkorz had only lost to Bluegod. That was how he got sent to losers, right? So
USA versus USA.
I mean, it's and Bluegod is currently in grand finals, currently
That's
the
right.
best player here. So Linkorz definitely has every opportunity to possibly make it all the way back. However, Shen, again, second most consistent player in Soulcalibur 6's history, in my personal opinion. Without a doubt, one of the better players just that we have at the tournament as well. But yeah, so one of the things that, okay, so it is actually going to be TheKura versus Geralt. Okay. So I was just going to mention the possibility of multiple character picks for both players, and then it turned out it's going to be both of their side characters, as I'll call it.
All right.
Despite the fact that it's kind of like a dual main for them. But yeah, here we go. Right on the 2B
Almost feels like
stage
Shen is just more comfortable with TheKura now.
Well, at this point, TheKura is very warmed up, right? He's only played TheKura this entire top 8. Okay, there's the GI right there, getting the guarantee.
Wow, you're 6 is B plus K, and it worked.
Yeah, it's
Got
level
you
3
just
GI. It's guaranteed damage at that point. Getting a
Oh, what a step!
Knew the string, 6BB play.
This is the first time I'm hearing the Geralt Japanese voice. I
didn't hear it
paying
earlier?
attention to it. He's doing like the muero when he does the 6BB.
Yeah. I just call the move Usher.
Oh,
nice step, and
hey,
the great
interrupted
punish right there from Shen, yeah.
It's got a little bit of time before it starts up, like you saw there.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you don't have to block the first part, right?
Yeah, you can interrupt. There's one. Follow up.
Free damage there. Oh,
whoa,
right
nice
over
skate.
it. Yeah, TheKura has a lot of those acrobatic options. Oh my god,
that was not very acrobatic.
That was guaranteed, unfortunately. Yeah, once she starts hula hooping, she's going. So
she needs to go back to Ringling Brothers, my friend. That was not good. Round number 3.
I don't know if you're good enough for Cirque du Soleil yet, Shen.
That was not the right clown school. Anyway.
Yeah, break attack to try and get the plus frames right now. Shen really needs to be able to push offensive pressure because he's been on the back foot quite a bit since that first game. Or first round, excuse me. Jumping over.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, again, he finished it. Another, that's a nice punish. That is minus 12.
And so the AA is all she was going to get at that range because normally she can do the headbutt, right? But the problem is it's a short range.
It's a little
like you
bit
mentioned
short.
earlier.
Good block.
Block. Oh! Oh,
No,
stop the Yurden. 5A pressure.
Finished it.
Oh, yeah, that's a free whip punish, and
Beautiful
that should
whip
be
punish.
death.
That move's really linear. That's the one weakness of it, the 6BB.
Gloomy switch. Yeah, not only was he in Guts, it switched over to Gloomy, so it got the extra damage, all this stuff.
What a spoiler. Every time I see that, I'm just like,
There's a lot of
spoiled
spoilers
the
on this
entire
stage.
game. Get off of me. Oh, I don't want to know the story yet. I haven't finished the game.
He's pushed toward the wall, the 3B right there. Obviously, he's not going to be able to ring out, but the problem is he's up against the wall. He's got about 2 bars, though. Nice
Oh,
duck.
nice duck. That's the first time we see someone crouch stats today.
He's not going to be able to get a whole lot outside of a full crouch BB.
Hey, but at least you steal momentum.
Oh,
I'm faster.
that's a really strong move from TheKura right there. Great frame, great frames on it, very quick, and it also knocks down, so you get good advantage.
Finish the AA string.
Soul Charge to put the pressure on. He is behind, so he needs to make something happen right now. The GI
Oh,
on the
GI
command
on the
throw.
grab. That's guaranteed.
He saw the command throw happen in an immediate GI. He's still alive, though. The Soul Charge comes out.
No.
The Yurden gets baited out. We ain't in New York no more. It's Yurden. It's not Yurt.
Good job to Shen. That was a lot of matchup awareness too, knowing when it was okay to attack versus knowing when it was not okay.
Yeah, the patience was superb. It kind of made or break a lot of the situations because
you run into that
like
Yurden and like that round is over. That's
he whiffed like 3 of them, right? Or it was 2 or 3 Yurdens.
2 I believe. But still, like each time that you take that away from Link, that's a huge victory. Those are round ceiling moves.
He has to think about using his Yurden now because prior, it's like, oh hey, I can just use Yurden if I want to, but
not when you're getting whip punished for it.
Okay, Usher. Just a bit too far away to 5A punish.
Good block
on the mid, yeah.
AA, he's finishing them a lot, and they're working well. Whip punish? No. Again, a lot of 668K, 668 charge K.
Yeah, I think he's recognizing that he kind of just needs to get the hits here or there. He doesn't need to make anything big happen because it's putting him in precarious situations. Gonna finish it off right there. That was a much stronger round for Linkorz, feeling a lot more comfortable. I don't know if the stage switch helped him out just in comfortability, but whatever the case may be.
Break attack.
Plus frames.
Hands off of me.
Oh yeah, he was looking to block that, so I mean he was gonna be just fine. He was a little bit too far out of range right now, and he's attacking on a lot of damage right there. Good punish though.
That's a whip punish. Man, that thing is super linear, my goodness. While standing PP.
I mean, it has to be super linear because it's really strong in a lot of other regards. Oh my god!
AA, BB, so basic from both guys. And Shen closing out the round.
Needs it to be nice and basic, It doesn't want to overextend in any way, shape, or form, but wants to get every damage available to them at any avenue. Okay, nice with punish. Got the low as well. The mix-up opportunity for Shen is really good, but yeah, he has the horizontal option after that. You can't just step for free. Switching? Nope. Okay, didn't get it in time.
Well, that's a whip punish. 3B, 6B plus K follow-up.
Gotta watch out for the ledge right here, and I mean he's in Gloomy now, and he's got a bar, but it's gonna be hard to stop the offense, I think.
This is a Link kind of round right now.
Oh, might not be.
Okay. Did not spend soul charge.
And there it is, the low directly after. Really scary situations over and over again. And sometimes that patience that normally rewards you can kind of kill you just like that. Look how much damage.
Shen, so much meter. Finally, we get one.
Get the just frame.
1A.
Okay, mix-up opportunity right there.
Oh, nice duck again. He sees that.
Yeah, look how much chip damage, too, he gets from the 6BB.
He's still got a lot of meter available, too. BB.
Oh, what a step right there.
Oh, back throw. That's guaranteed.
That was incredibly smart right there. That, just like you said, guaranteed, and also the most damaging punish he could do in that situation.
Drink that water.
Yeah, so 1-1 now, and remember, this is back to 2 out of 3. So whatever happens in this next game is crucial.
Did you see the water mirror match just now?
Hey, you got to stay hydrated, bro. Sticking out with Tira, it looks like, I think.
I mean, the matchup has been good for both players so far.
Staying on the same stage, though. So here we go, right into it.
I'm not really sure how Shen is supposed to counteract this simpler style of Gale when it's a lot of AA, BB, throws, whip punish 3B. That's the general style, right?
I noticed that the kind of like responding in kind with the simple stuff helped him out in that one round that he won.
He might want to try, Link has been doing a lot of 6-6 AK and a lot of 6-6-8 charge K. He might just want to try like GIing that.
Oh my god, just barely living.
Oh!
Yeah, and there's the interrupt right there. Linkorz with the first round, and yeah, wow! It's like that.
That's how you feel, I guess.
Just get out of here. Oh, yeah.
Over that low.
Ooh, yep.
That's a whip punish. He didn't even wait for it to finish. He just knew that I was going to whip. GI. Big boy damage.
Switching over to Gloomy as well. Not only did he get the big boy damage, but now he's got the better character as well. That's the damage.
Shen.
One apiece right now. There's a lot of bar for Shen as well. Oh, wow. He was blocking it a second ago. So
I feel like if he GIs that Shen, he's going to turn it around really quickly.
Well, the question is, how long will he charge it? So
Yes.
that's probably why he's so worried.
It's a little bit of a mix-up.
Soul Charge coming out right now. Gotta get back into a better position. Right,
Whoa!
the step,
4B gets nothing.
well, at least he got something out of that. So he's coming out. Linkorz is smartly waiting out that Soul Charge.
Basic again. Wow, grab the 6B.
I guess he just wasn't ready for that. That's a punish right there. He's got to deal with this mix-up right now. Blocks the special low.
Shen just needs one basic hit to close out the round. Oh,
that was so smart from Shen too. He recognized what he was going for, so instead of, oh, what a step.
He's really taking away those 6 BPs from Link. Potential match point for Shen.
He's got 2 bars to work with for Link, so I mean, comeback factor does exist. Hit 1-8. Okay, Thor gets tagged. Very tense when you're in range 0, right? Yeah, you can't always step that situation.
Good blocks. Whoa,
Oh, he tried to step out of it. It's a smart idea. I guess he just got caught vertical.
My man said vertical. Watch out. Whoa, that's big. And he's still got some Soul Charge available.
Hey, Soul Charge, yeah.
My turn.
It's exactly what you were mentioning right there. The Soul Charge. Oh, get off me.
That's
step.
Very nice.
Oh, my God.
And we're going to the final round between Link
it.
and Shen. USA versus Singapore.
A bar apiece right now. Shen's going to have a little bit more. He's in gloomy Koda right now, though. So,
can I go for the 1A trap? No, he
got the lethal hit as well. He's going to try and push him out. No dice, though, unfortunately. Soul attack.
Soul attack. Good block.
Friends. Oh, okay. Nice punish, though. He's in gloomy Koda, so his option is very, very good. Is that out? And
that's
it. Gonna do
Let's go,
it.
Link.
He takes it over Shen.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fall.
Man, amazingly well played by both players, but that last round, so much momentum on Link's side. You know, Shen stopped baiting the wake-up traps. He baited so many of them in the first 2 games, and then finally the last game, Link was picking the right spots to get those traps.
I think one of the things for that is the fact that, you know, Linkorz was probably thinking in his head, like, he thinks I'm probably not going to Yurden because he was already mollywopping it a second ago, right? So,
but, you know, when the pressure's on, like, you know, eventually you go back to your old tricks. You know, everybody has their old faithful. And with Link, definitely the Yurden on Wake Up is definitely the old faithful. And it worked for him well there.
Such incredible play in that last round. It completely 180 too, because, you know, it was really close. They were fighting a lot in that range 0, but the second that Linkorz got his chance.
Bro, at one point, he was taking away all of Geralt's best tools. Wake Up Yurden did not work. He stepped 6 BB so many times. He was stepping into the point where he wouldn't even see the whole move start up. As soon as you saw flames coming out of Geralt's hand, he already had like a 3B out there or some kind of button ready for him. So much stuff like that. So it's just really impressive to see Link still come back and take that one. And now number 2, second place this year. We have a little bit of replay.
This is the replay right here. Yeah. So the one thing I wanted to mention was that
That was
in
by the way.
gloomy Koda this entire time. So he has access to the strongest TheKura could possibly be, but Linkorz didn't even let it happen. With the one clutchest of Yurdens right there.
The move barely hit. He was already out of his chair.
Well, I mean, when you're in a certain position, you know exactly when something is going to kill. When you know exactly when something's going to ring out, right? So he just knew.
Oh man, that was a beautiful one. So now we're gonna have Japan versus USA. Unfortunately, Shen representing for Singapore, but he'll get 4th place at the end tonight.
Yeah, that's right. So I mean, you know, unfortunately, he could not make the run that he had still hoped to. You know, try and change the fate of last year.
And if I was a betting man after seeing that top 8, I think that he would have probably been the one that I bet on. Unfortunately, he's now out. But again, props to him. Now we're gonna have probably Geralt, or I'm not even sure. I'm guessing Geralt based on what we've seen so far. Geralt versus Voldo.
Yeah, so it's going to be Yuttoto versus Illusions. Linkorz coming up. Yuttoto, that was one of the first times I had seen him struggle so much outside of the Soulcalibur World Invitational was against Bluegod, right? And the way Linkorz has been playing this tournament has been exceptional. So I couldn't put it past him to maybe do something similar to Yuttoto. However, I don't think Yuttoto wants to take any of that line, or is going to take any of that line down, right? Not going to be a similar situation a lot of the time, but I guess maybe it could be.
What I like for Link here in this matchup, okay, based on how we've been seeing the guys play yesterday and tonight, right, is that we know that Yuttoto's style currently with Voldo is like, it's less of the go crazy style and it's more of the save, patient, wait you out, try to whip punch you. It's more of that type of style, right? And that kind of caters to like someone like a Geralt player, like how Link is. You know, he's used to that type of matchup. That's also what Geralt wants to do, right? So it's almost like it's almost like Yuttoto's playing to the strengths of Yuttoto and not necessarily to the strengths of Voldo. And I feel like in this matchup, he wants to play to the strengths of Voldo a little bit more. I think that things would be scarier for Link if he was just going, okay, every time I knock you down, it's going to be a tech trap. And every time it's going to be against it. Sometimes I'm going to go for the command grab, even though if you crouch me, you're going to destroy me if you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that style might favor him a little bit more. I'm not sure that he'll want to play it out that way, though.
I guess that comes down to which character he's going to pick as well. Because, you know, maybe he won't be able to do one of those options with one of the other characters, or he will be able to, depending. You said you think it's probably going to be Geralt.
I think that Link will start with Geralt.
I think it would be a great idea as well, because the Geralt's warm, obviously, right? But not only is the Geralt warm, but it has been incredible. He has been just laying down body after body with that Geralt so far, right? The only person Linkorz has lost to, by the way, is the only player that both of these has lost to is Bluegod, waiting on the grand final side. So they're both wanting to run back. They're both wanting to take this tournament right now. But first they have to get through each other. One of the things is, like, Siegfried for Linkorz was how he lost to Bluegod. He didn't play Geralt, right?
That's true.
So I wonder if maybe that took away the confidence of it, possibly. I'm not entirely sure.
I think Bluegod is just a different person today than the Bluegod we've seen previously. He's defeated 2 of his demons, Yuttoto and also Skyll, so far tonight. And, you know, once you start beating all your demons at one night and you're actually, you know, like the Lord of the Demons, that gets...
They call him Bluegod for the reason. They call him Bluegod for a reason. The blue boy.
It's like, now I'm the demon. How's it feel? It's like an old martial arts movie. The teacher used to beat you up every day, and now you're the one beating up the teacher.
The student has surpassed the master, you know? Except for it's more like several different rivalries, I guess.
Okay, this might be a button shot.
I think it's a button shot. I think it's a button shot.
Yeah, we're about to see a very cool matchup that we have not seen all day today.
As much as I, as a Zaslamel player, as much as I wish that someone was that there was a Zas in top 8, there's got to be without question.
This is also a button check. Anyway, the guys are getting ready. Once again, this is losers final, so it is a first to 3, race to 3 set.
Yeah, we are back. So every match from now on is 3 out of 5. And then whomever faces Bluegod in grand finals has to beat Bluegod twice.
I love how he's doing the DJ. Like, I need one ear cup.
I think he's just checking the sound, and maybe it wasn't good last time.
Yo, Link, hit him with the lethal hit so he can make sure it has the. That's the most important part. You can't confirm without that.
That is so satisfying when you're the one lethal hitting somebody. You're just like, oh, I got your ass.
It's almost like Knight Rider when you do.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like.
I can't. Yo, where's Hasselhoff? Hold up.
Oh, no. Don't hassle the Hoff.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
Yuttoto of Japan up against Linkorz, USA.
It's a scary one. It's a scary one for sure. I believe, was this the matchup that was round 1 of the World Invitational, actually? Hold on.
I don't even know.
Oh, man. See, now I'm curious.
Bro, I love the intensity and the setup. It's like, hey, no, the screen's got to be exactly in the right place. Murder measure. Shouts to Tokido.
Oh, man.
I must be exactly 12 inches to play optimally.
Well, you know, see, he's a dentist, right? So he probably knows, like, the medical, like, reasons and stuff.
He knows. He just does things. What's the medical reason for him doing Demon Rage in front of the projector?
The medical reason is feeling like a god, right? You have to make yourself feel good to perform good, right?
Oh, my God. All right, Geralt. That was immediate. I imagine from Yuttoto we're going to see an immediate...
Well, it could be as well, to be honest with you. He has a pocket as well.
Nah, it's not going to happen. Not this first game, I don't think.
But it is 3 out of 5, so there is totally a possibility of character switches from both players.
That's right. I don't know that it's that type of matchup yet. We'll find out after game 1, I think.
Most definitely. And again, like we talked about, the Aswell is very, very warm, right? Like the Aswell the Geralt is very, very warm.
For Link. Link's Geralt has been doing amazing. Yuttoto was doing great up until he ran into Bluegod.
I mean, the same for Illusion's Linkorz, right? Again, both of these players only lost to Bluegod. Bluegod is their demon right now. So they've got to get back to him, though. They got to fight each other for it. Back turn mix-up is kind of working right now. He's getting the pressure, but what spacing!
Amazing.
Into the 666 beak tech crouch under it. Incredible. Yuttoto's got the pressure going right now, and then the low. That entire round was just a masterclass. That was incredible.
I love how he stayed in one place and said, okay, I know that you'll come near me. Again, we're seeing this small stage, by the way.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is probably the most volatile stage in Soulcalibur, right? Because it is the smallest, and it also has no walls at all. Yurden?
Follow up.
That might have been a guaranteed situation.
It's not enough for a ring out. But,
yeah, but I mean, look at how much
that was a
damage
reset.
he got. Hitting the tech traps, setting him up.
He can't overextend here because of that switch.
Oh,
Auto
nice
GI.
auto GI. Trying to catch him rolling. He's
Oh
doing
my god, he can actually. Yuttoto can definitely come back.
Oh my god,
Oh my goodness! He has the lead!
It's close right now. He's not the 6
6BP.
BP and he stays alive again by the hair of his chin.
One apiece. Yuttoto, huge meter advantage. Good block. He saw the low coming. Whip punishment. Pokes. Or Yuttoto right now. Another low.
Goes for the 2A right there. He recognizes that Linkorz had been challenging, right? There was
Back
only
throw.
one other time where he didn't.
Oh, that was the forward throw even.
Oh,
Whip
nice.
punish.
Yeah. Again, you're talking about the stepping on the 6 BP. It's a very linear attack.
Super linear. And the first part, if you whiff, there's so much time to interrupt as well.
The rare soul charge from Yuttoto.
Out. Oh, my.
Rarer than a birth of a sea turtle.
6 BP. 4 BP follow up.
Oh, got
very
it.
nice.
Excellent there from Linkorz. 2-1 right now in rounds. Again, there's a lot of bar from Yuttoto, but will he actually end up using it at any point?
Dude, he's mixing it up so well. Oh, watch out.
Yeah,
That ledge is
put him
mighty
close.
close.
Oh, caught him stepping and everything. That's one of the strong parts about putting somebody at the ledge. It's not that you're always trying to ring them out. It's you're trying to make them scared of the ring.
You can predict their movement a little better.
Yeah.
Wow, the clash made the 6 BP combo. That was cool.
Hit on tech as well. He's got to start watching out. Yuttoto goes for the
Great.
grab. He's got a lot of bar to work with. Whip punish.
Oh, whip punish, yes.
Oh, he could have seen. You're.
Nope, not happening.
Okay, well, I guess he keeps his bar. Linkorz is about to get a bar for that. He's got 2 bar to work with on the side of Yuttoto right now.
That's a good 2 or 3 6 BBs if he needs them. What a step. Man, it's rare to even see that one step like that. Plus frames on the break attack. GI on the pre-canned string. That's death.
Oh, just barely on it too. Yuttoto taking the first game. Very, very close.
Beautiful.
Linkorz, I mean, that was really close though, is the thing. Like,
Extremely close.
I don't know if Linkorz should let that phase him in any way, shape, or form. Sometimes it just kind of happens. You get rung out. That's one of the stages where that just
That
happens.
is a stage where sometimes you get wrung out and die.
And also, it's 3 out of 5, right? So you got a little bit of room to work with, to adjust, to adapt. Link is a person that I've known to adjust and adapt better than some in the game right now.
New stage.
Trying to catch him stepping. The low right there, pushing him closer to the wall. Remember, the wall is a big factor in this stage.
Yes, it will take a certain amount of hits before it's broken, but it will still let you extend your wall combo just like any other wall.
Oh,
that
got the
hurts.
cinematic,
Got it.
yeah. Okay.
Whoa, wake up.
Gonna catch him rolling right there. Nice block, and then ending up getting the 6B, despite the fact that he was in backwards Manta stance. I guess it hits low enough. It is a mid.
Good block. Man, again, I gotta say, it's almost a little fortunate for Link that no one is trying to GI at the second of that string because it actually is quite vulnerable to GI.
Again, I do think it's because he's been mixing up the timings.
Yes.
Yurden gets
Not this time.
big damage right there. Gets the mix-up as well.
Ouch.
One more chance for Link.
Good blocks.
And he backs off.
Wow, he's alive still. That was crazy. Yuttoto.
1 to run in rounds again. This one seems like it's going to go down to the wire.
Yuttoto's definitely not leaving himself very vulnerable.
Oh, getting the Yurden that time, though. Hi.
Okay, nice mix.
Oh,
no. I'm always moving, my friend.
Yeah, well, actually, they have been. Both of them have been stepping a ton. You notice they'll both, like, yeah, right there. See? They'll stop in front of each other, guard, then step. Almost every single exchange has been that.
Wow, he tried to whip punish with a throw. Very nice.
Life totals are pretty. Oh, there's the
in your
thing.
back.
I think 6BB is going to be the death of Linkorz at this point.
It's like a blessing and a curse. You have to do that as Gil because it's one of your best ways to confirm and it's a great starter. But it's pretty committal.
Very much so. It's been a lot of the damage he's been taking. 6BB getting steps. He's got bar to work with right now, and he may end up having to use as much of it as possible, honestly.
Yuttoto for his part, looking real confident right now.
You're going to notice a lot more of those horizontals right there from Link.
That was a good
great step. Because he knows Yuttoto's been stopping and stepping every single time, like we talked about. Lethal hits on deck. There's the mix-up. Oh, it's going to knock down. That's horrible.
Oh, the CI does not work, and now he's in a lot.
Oh, while rising. That might have been guaranteed, actually.
Maybe.
I'm not too sure. Somebody's going to have to correct me on that. But
early throw. Good block.
Okay, 6BB.
Now it's a lot of damage early for Link. Mix up.
Oh, got the wall?
Wow.
Huge damage.
Just frame. 185. Oh, that was a reset.
Oh, my God. Gotta watch out. Oh, he tried to. All right, he was looking for the soul charge. But again, remember, Yuttoto has hardly ever used his meter. Like, it's finally happening, but it's right when Linkorz could least expect it, right?
Even when he uses the soul charge, he's only using it as a burst. He's not really doing a lot of the soul charge specific stuff.
Oh, my God! He got the Ignis raw on him? I guess a lot of the time you're looking for the 6B before Ignis, so maybe he was not just looking for it.
But when you're in soul charge, you can do the spells multiple times really easily, right?
Yep.
So that makes doing, 4A plus B as the input, it makes it good as a move to just toss out there rather than trying to confirm it off the screen.
Worked out incredibly right there for Linkorz. It's going to be 1-1 right now. And again, 3 out of 5, right? So there's going to be a lot more of these adaptations. We're going to see a stage switch as well. Yuttoto, I guess he didn't really like that too much. Probably wants the more volatile type stages, right? The one with more ring outs.
He wants like an easy way to just back throw you and then ring you out or something silly like that.
Oh, nice.
Armor. Rare to see that happen.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get a whole lot of it. Oh, back throw. No tech from Yuttoto. Remember, Valdo can tech off of back throws like that.
That's right. He can also block while back turn. That being said, you still have to be ready to break in time or you will take the big boy back throw damage. That's -12.
Yuttoto recognizing that, trying to get his advantage back right now. He's fighting on the back foot, but he's doing a great job of poking out. And
he's going to close it out. No, not quite. Okay. Armor again.
I like the choice, right? He wanted to put him in a check situation. That's what the armor did. It scared Yuttoto, allowed him to get in.
There are moments where you can still attack that move, but you have to really choose the right spot. If you guess wrong, it favors Linkorz greatly.
Oh, wow.
Again.
I guess he thought he was faking it. Because you saw him twitch duck for just a moment.
He was looking for something else. Whoa, again.
Almost a big punish. Unfortunate miss right there for Yuttoto. Linkorz is going to make the life totals even now. Yeah, they're like, I don't want to be to this ledge.
Not hearing that right now. You see that beat up old stone wall?
I mean, he's got the stage advantage as the Witcher stage. Back throw again. Is that death?
Ouch. Did he get the silver sword for it? I don't know.
It looked like it broke the armor though. So,
okay,
yeah.
I see. Man, that was good. There we go.
Great lethal stage. Wait a minute. The small wall saved him. It truly is home field advantage.
Oh my goodness. He's still trying to get away. Nice break on the throw. Armor.
Okay, yeah, I love the pokes. The delay strings are really important, right? Because it makes them think, oh, I'm not going to actually do it. But then you delay when you're starting it up, and they press a button, they get counterhand, and now look at what it's affording Linkorz.
Man, again, I must point out that Yuttoto is really nice break. He's so passive with meter. There were a good amount of opportunities here where he could have used his soul charge to create space between him and Link. And instead, he kind of just let Link pressure him until the match was over.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I noticed back in the World Invitational, how passive he is with bar. I feel like he would have the perfect package of a player if he started using his bar a little bit less
so unusual as a
right?
Voldo, right? Like other Voldos, you would almost think that they'd want soul charge just so they can use their silly soul charge strings and things like this, right?
Even if it's not soul charge for the sake of getting like mix-ups or strings like that, it's like what you were talking about earlier, either creating space or getting out of a precarious situation. Because remember, soul charge does get you out as long as they like either block or get hit.
It's a real one. It's invincible. It pushes away. Sometimes they're trying to do like their jump attack to go over your low. You knock them down. You get Oki instead. Anyway, important mechanic that Yuttoto does not value as much as some of the other players that we've seen in the top 8, I think.
Yuttoto's thinking about it. I think Link is telling him, please don't go as well. Please don't do it.
I think that if he wants to shoot a new face, now is the time.
Okay, I think they went to character select.
Now I know it's a pick.
Okay, it's character select. He might be going to as well. So I remember a little while back, Yuttoto was interviewed, and one of the things he said is he feels as if he has maybe 4 or 5 characters that are at tournament level ready.
Okay.
Right? However, we've only ever seen the Aswell and the Valdo.
Oh man, this would be an interesting pick.
Japan thinks Raph might be the best character in the game right now, so he did talk about how he has several tournament-ready characters. If he were to pick Raphael, that may be a terrifying sight.
Interesting.
But yeah, he's thinking about it. He's just unsure. My mans, do not play with my heart like this, please. I love Zasselabel too much for this. Oh! No way. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Wow.
Hold on, he's not locked in yet.
He's going to literally mash B and go back to Voldo after all of
Oh my God! That's my man's! That's my man, Spooky!
All right, so we have Zaslamel. This should be interesting. One thing that will really change about this matchup is that Zaslamel has a really good super that's really actually kind of similar to the Yerdwin of Geralt. It's a really good way to turn the tide and just reverse the pressure of the opponent.
Zaslamel works on a lot of, on basically 50-50s of like the 6A mix-up and 3A, right? So you got 2A, you're going to see a ton of. 2A is one of the best interrupt moves that this character has.
Just going to build up those marks, of course, so you can get the nice time stop combo.
Yeah, curses not only give him time stop combos, but they also allow extra stuff for him. That does so much damage. That's one of the best whiff punishes that character can do. Very smart from Yuttoto. You can tell he's done his homework.
Nice block this time.
Yep, 3AB. Link very smartly watching out for the situation. He gets hit by 3A stun. Oh, 1BB, he's going to hit the wall? No!
Oh, no!
Oh, he got the wall? That's easy.
That was sick.
That is easy death. That's one of the basic wall combos for this character because it gives you 2 curses and a grip of damage.
All right, so starting over as far as marks go, but Yuttoto looking great. Nice.
What and the wall right.
No throws are allowed, and it's all momentum right now for Yuttoto.
I love the use of 1A right here from Yuttoto. Okay, 6AB, he gets a curse off that, yep, and then the mix-up. Okay, nice block there from Linkorz. He's got to watch out for it.
Block again. He's going to cash in soon on the marks.
We'll see about that if he gets the chance. He tried to 4-6B.
Good block. Link's running out of meter. He's going to need that if he wants to.
That's too far.
Back throw.
Okay, back tech, that's easy money. 2 curses is really easy to combo off of for most of his curse cancel attacks.
Yeah, 2 curses is kind of like bread and butter status. 3 curses is when the damage starts.
Is when you get the combo video. Tried to full crouch 3K, but Link was looking for it. There's a nice GI back. He was looking for another re-GI, but no dice.
Unblockable fake. He Jerdwin. That might break the wall. It does break the wall. He tried to ring out from it, but instead he gets a throw.
A little bit far away. Wait, Das has the best reverse ring out in, like, period. So he needs the soul charge here. It's scary. Yeah, and he can see that. You see he's standing out of 6A range, so he doesn't get reverse ring out. Yeah, don't do anything. Oh, he's dead. That's it.
Goodbye.
So Zaslamel, when he throws you at the ledge, it is a 50-50 because both of his throws ring you out.
Yes.
Back throw will ring you out, and command throw forward will ring you out.
He also has horizontals that will ring you out if you try to like duck or step away.
That's why he was standing outside of 6A range for a little while.
He was just chilling there guarding like, okay, I don't really want to get like reverse ring out. That would not feel very good.
The second he stood into his range is when things kind of went sour right there. We're finally going to see the Siegfried come out.
Versus Zaslamel.
Oh, man. So, in my personal opinion, pre-patch, when Siegfried was considered to be one of the best characters in the game, without question, I felt like Zaslamel did very, very well in the matchup during Dark Legacy, right? Because Dark
To be
Legacy
honest,
is
he
when
was kind of also top tier around that time, so I'm not
Well,
surprised.
I mean, he's top tier at all times in this game, to be real with you.
No kidding. Anyway, we haven't seen the critical edge of Zasimo become a factor just yet. However, I'm sure that that's got to be dawning on Link's mind right now because that super is really scary, especially when you're already behind early like this and you're just trying to come back.
So the changes to the CE actually make the super. Oh, this is death. This might be death. Hold on. This might be death.
Dead. 3 marks really just leads to so much damage. It's cheap.
Zaslamel.
Oh, big lethal!
Yeah, so that lethal only happens on counter hit when they have no soul meter, or not a full bar of soul meter.
All right, my turn for some pressure. Stand switching. Oh, lethal again, don't whiff.
Gets the full damage off of it. He tried to use the 2-2-B right there.
Go.
No punish either. Really unfortunate. But Linkorz is going to take that to the bank. He needs every opportunity right now. And he's trying. Oh, he tried to base hold and no dice again. So again, Zaslamel has a lot of strong hit and really good blows, but there's a G-Fold. He's going to go directly.
Straight super.
Yeah, well,
Look at the damage, by the way.
Yeah, he's going to get it grip. Is he trying to get towards the second Dark Legacy, actually? I wonder if that's why he did it, not just the damage. There's
one.
Right now.
Okay, base hold.
Oh, he caught him in the CE!
Man, how did he survive that round? My goodness.
That's one of the strengths of Siegfried. Once he gets into Dark Legacy, he has every comeback factor available. Oh, he tried to duck it, but he was just
nice
a little bit too late.
Yep. My turn to get that crouch mix up in there.
Yeah, I love the spacing game right now from Linkorz. He's like recognizing he either needs to be completely AGA range or he needs to be directly inside Zaslamel.
Yep.
Because otherwise,
using those base hold mixes to make it harder for Yuttoto to use his horizontals.
Exactly. Oh my God. Real? Oh, that's a lot of damage and a curse.
And we get a mark.
Oh,
that's
big
big.
Hit that. It's going to be a lot of damage. Yeah.
Ouch.
And Yuttoto is currently on set point right now.
So close. Was he biting his nails just now? The nerves.
It could be. I don't know. Possible guard break situation, though, for Yuttoto. Let's see.
They're playing so basic right now. That's a confirm. Mix time.
Oh,
he wasn't seeing any of it. Yuttoto, that red guard bar might be a factor.
It's definitely starting to look like an AGA comes out. He's really trying to lay on the pressure. Think the wall is going to hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Got the just frame. Big damage. He's going to soul charge.
Force spot set up. Oh, that's bad.
Dark Legacy's out. Soul charge is also out. This is one of his last couple of chances. He's got to figure it out. The soul charge comes out from Yuttoto.
Soul charge. He's still got to fear that.
Oh, got the hit.
Got the hit.
And
wow, that's a grip.
He's got. Linkorz has got to pull out of the stops as we hit the final round right now.
USA versus Japan.
Negative on block.
Yuttoto 2 meters. That CE still looming.
That CE is only strong when he has the curses now because of the change. Oh, nice 4K! Got the lethal hit, big damage.
Even on damage. Oh my God, it's so even. Mix up. Wow, the second part hit.
Base hold. Stop the 4-6-B right now. Linkorz is forcing the soul charge. He's got to make something happen right now. Oh, mid.
Charge back.
He didn't duck into 3A.
Mix. Oh my God.
Oh, nice block. Incredible 5-8 to punish. He's going to soul charge right back out here. He's up against the legend. It's over. The 4-6-B finishing it off.
That was incredible. Yuttoto.
He said that he possibly has 4 to 5 other characters at tournament level, and we're seeing exactly that. He won Southeast Asian Majors off of Aswell. Could we see him possibly win this tournament off of Zaslamel?
That was amazing. So Linkorz will get 3rd place. Props to him. Well played.
Incredible play.
Amazing set between both guys.
He was this close.
And really, it took Yuttoto digging deep into the roster of characters that he had available to him.
Yeah. Zaslamel has pretty much been touted by basically everybody to understand how strong that character is. We all get it. Like, it's not a secret. And Yuttoto showed off all the strengths, and Linkorz could not stop it at the very last moment. It looked like he had the chances. Linkorz definitely put up one of the best fights I've seen.
Amazingly close. It really came down to the wire. Clutch combo at the end from him.
Well, the second he had a curse with 4-6-B was guaranteed, right? Even one curse, he would have killed off that. And I believe he only had 1 curse, actually. So
I think that was only 1 curse.
But if it was 2 curses, that would have killed from even further, 3 curses, etc., right? So incredible job from Linkorz. Shout out to him on his 3rd place. We're going to check out the bracket real fast for you guys.
Grand finals. Bluegod versus Yuttoto.
Another run back of the run back.
Yeah, so Bluegod with winner's side advantage. That means that Yuttoto must win 2 sets of best of 5. That being said, Yuttoto has been in this position before. He won standard EVO. He was looking great in that. He's been looking great all night tonight. He's even got, some little pocket characters to help him out in the matchups that are looking extremely tough. Now, the last time that these two fought, winner's bracket, that was like just a complete.
I'm gonna be with you. That was a wash.
Free.
That was a wash.
It was bad.
Absolutely.
So, having said that, Yuttoto's, one thing that was great was his attitude getting to this point. He wasn't really dwelling on the fact that Bluegod defeated him. He definitely was taking it one match at a time.
Yeah, you can see it right here in the replays. So, again, Bluegod pretty much controlling every pace of every part of the match. Guard bar was pretty much always flashing red, and he never cared, right? Always stepping at the right times. Caught him. The C's
that was a
guard
good
break
prediction
here.
with the horizontal there. He was like, I know he's going to try to get away. That was game 1. Bluegod, another close game in game number 2, but huge lead in the last round, as you see.
Yeah, it just snowballed from there. Like after the first game, after that round right there, it just became too difficult for Yuttoto to compete. And I mean, so the thing is now we know that Yuttoto is willing to go to the secondaries, the tertiaries, right? One of the things that I like to talk about was in the prior patch of Soulcalibur 6 when Aswell was easily like emphatic. I felt like Zaslomel had a 5-5 matchup with the character. I felt like he did very, very well. And in fact, one of the matches I like to cite to show that off, and this isn't just like a character matchup thing, it's also the player skill, of course, was John Eddie versus Bluegod. John Eddie versus Bluegod was one of the closest Zas versus Aswell matches I've seen in a long time. Maybe period, right? So if Yuttoto goes towards that, he may have a much better leg up than if he goes towards Valdo versus Aswell.
I almost wonder, right, especially the way that the first set went, right? We talked about, even though we've seen Yuttoto play exceptionally during this whole tournament, we've seen, like, small weaknesses, like unwillingness to use, like, Soul Charge defensively and certain things like this, right? And I almost wonder if Bluegod is just, he's, like, hyper-focused on those small things, and it's just like, no, you don't like to use Soul Charge, so I know how to take advantage of it. You don't like to do this, so I know how to take advantage of it. Yeah. You don't like to go ham at range 0. You like to generally play safe. I know how to take advantage of that. And it's almost like Bluegod's playing the player matchup against Yuttoto a little bit, right? Yeah. And I wonder if Yuttoto sees that and if he realizes that he's got to change his way of thinking as much as he has to consider whether he should change characters or not.
It's definitely hard to say because, I mean, like, you can tell that Yuttoto really, like, takes those things into account quite a bit, and that's why it took him so long to figure out which character he might play versus Linkorz. Because he hovered over the Raph, he hovered over, the Aswell, obviously. Could we see the mirror? Like, but no, you're definitely right about Bluegod picking apart the options, right? The reason why he was able to get away with so much aggression, so much just pressure and pressure is because he pretty much refused to Soul Charge to get out, right?
And that doesn't work against a regular Voldo. A regular Voldo, like, mashes buttons and does, like, strange things that you have to watch out for. But Yuttoto, it's almost like in his strength, he becomes a little bit more predictable than another Voldo would be. And Bluegod, he can't play this the same way that he played the Winners Finals, to say the least. Because
I'm sure Yuttoto
it's going to be like training mode. He's literally just going to run over him with setups.
I feel like Yuttoto was probably thinking about it, and I don't know. I don't see why he would play the exact same. He's probably thinking about exactly what he needs to change up. Again, I'm worried that he probably won't think about the meter at all, to be honest with you, continuously.
Looks like we're seeing Aswell versus Voldo.
Well, we know Bluegod's going to play Aswell. Like, I don't think there's any secret there. It's a matter of what Yuttoto wants to do, right? What does Yuttoto think? It's going to be Raphael? Okay. Looks like it's going to be Raphael.
It's resting pick. We have not seen this character too much during tournament. He's like hit or miss. He was really great early on when the game was first released. Got some changes just because of general like quality of life changes that made him a little unpopular. Since season 2, he's kind of back. People are trying their best to make it work.
Yeah, well, I know that the Japanese hold this character in very, very high regard, to the point where he may be the best, one of the best for sure. America's stance on it is that he's definitely very good, obviously.
Yes.
I don't think that's with any sort of question.
I think that the system made a big difference for him, and the issue with him is it's not that we don't know that he's strong now. It's that because the Raph guys all kind of tried other guys for a while, and now they're all coming back to Raph. It's gonna take a little while, I think, for them to become optimal.
you know, when you get all the new tools and stuff like that, it's always going to take you just a little bit of time to get used to everything in the proper positions, because you have to, not only are you just like learning to use the move itself, but you have to learn exactly when the move is most optimal.
Situations and the range. Oh, when I do it like this, it'll whiff. In this matchup, they're too small.
Stuff like that.
So many nuances involved, especially with a character like Raphael.
Yeah, he got some cool stuff in prep stance though. So I wonder if we're gonna actually see that, or if he's gonna switch off of Raphael. Because I mean, they were doing a button check when we saw him play Raphael.
Yes.
So there's a good chance he might not actually
could just
play.
do something else. Raphael.
Raphael. Raphael.
See that stance?
Yeah. Haha, very funny.
You play as well, man.
I'm not. I'm not even phased by your jest.
Grand final. 300 Soulcalibur Tour points on the line for first place.
That's right. Yeah,
That's a lot of points.
The prestige of EVO Japan 2020 champion, the large point lead that you're going to have at the very beginning of the Soulcalibur World Tour.
Yuttoto would be happy to win both EVO Japan and EVO Proper and solidify himself as the #1 player in the world.
Yeah, most definitely. I know he had a bit of a shake-up during the World Invitational, but I think he's shown that he's back in rare form, and he's doing very, very well. So sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you have a really off day, and I guess maybe that was the World Invitational for him, because this does not look like an off day for him. He's looking smooth.
Can we get a blind pick?
I think it might actually
Cover
have to
my
be blind pick.
eyes.
I don't know why
Cover
though.
his eyes.
He's just gonna pick Aswell. Like
I expect that we're gonna see Aswell versus Voldo.
Gonna get the handshake.
There we go.
So here we go.
Oh, total control. Switching it up. The crowd likes it. All right, so Raphael versus Aswell. Now we're locked in officially.
This is the first Raphael we're going to be seeing here in the top 8, or just period and all, right? And just like how this Aslamel was. And to be fair, this is 3 out of 5, and there is a lot of potential for more character switching after this. So, don't know if he's going to do it, but this is it. This is Grand Finals of EVO Japan 2020.
Big start for him early on. A little aggressive with the GI.
And I mean, again, it's going to be aggressive from Bluegod to start out, right? He's got to make sure that, hey, if aggression works just like it did previously, I'll just keep doing it first, and then if it doesn't, he can change up his style. It's working out pretty well for him right now. Is going for the mix-up situation. The side throw. A nice interrupt right there. Raph always having one of the better 5As and Bs in terms of speed. I mean.
Yes, very quick and very long range. Oh man, he almost stepped it.
Yeah,
so close. Good block.
Interestingly enough, it autocorrects, you know, when you do the follow-up.
That was extremely close.
His sword play is peerless. Okay, coming out, nice tech crouch right there. He's going to do a bunch of those. All the 2As, the GI comes down, and he got the re-GI right there. Great damage with the mix-up,
Again, another lethal.
One more mix-up, it's
another lethal. No,
one more, do it again.
Alone.
Never stop. Never stop.
He's cracking up.
Well, I mean, you know, it's a very powerful tool, right? If you do it over and over again, people are going to be like, okay, you're going to switch, but then that allows you to continuously do it.
That's right. And then when they finally start blocking high, that's when that great low axe becomes amazing. Good block.
Yeah, just backing off. He's like, I've got the advantage. I don't need to make myself into a. I don't need to put myself in a bad situation, right? He's already going to possibly guard break him here fairly soon. Yuttoto's having a hard time trying to. He's getting a few pokes here and there, but he's having. Oh, okay, there it is.
He did not get the follow-up, unfortunately. And Bluegod still in a strong position this round. Man, they're both working guard bar now.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Not really getting any big hits outside of that, though. Mostly a lot of 2As, right? There's the knockdown here. There's the guard break. Corner carry combo. I see you. He wants to see if he can get him out. And he does exactly that. Absolute. Okay, goes for the axe low. That's going to give him axe stance, too. That means, yeah, he's got mix-up city.
Up like crazy.
Yeah, Bluegod has had probably the strongest mix-up percentage this entire time, like the whole tournament.
Soul charge from Yuttoto. Watch your feet.
I guess now that he's not playing Voldo, he's willing to use his meter a little bit more, because he used it a lot more as Aslamel as well.
You know, we haven't really seen anything soul charge specific from him there, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Good off for me.
Yeah, he's got your red flashing guard bar. He could just lose from anything, basically. Oh, he's going to get the CE here. Big damage. Take this, my love.
Goodness. I thought he was alive still.
Excellently done.
All right, so the Raphael pick of Yuttoto was okay, but probably not dominant like he was hoping for.
Yeah, well, the thing is like, what if it's just one of those situations where it wasn't warm enough and it could possibly do better?
I feel like if that plan was gonna work, I feel like Raphael was gonna run away with that first game.
I mean, you're probably right. Yeah, because like how Zaslama almost.
Exactly. It's like you're gonna run away, and then they're gonna have to adjust to your new character.
Well,
when you're struggling in the first game, that's a little tougher for Yuttoto, I think.
Yeah, he hit that rematch button. Not exactly with quickness. He thought, maybe I can make some adjustments. It's okay. Stuff like this happens.
Starting to open up the move list a little bit more, but Bluegod he's not falling for any of the extended strings. He's only taking small damage. That was a good one.
Excellent step right there. The mix up, yeah, 50-50. Okay, 680 follow up.
That's a punish. Very good punish, Yuttoto.
Oh, yeah,
no!
That's really unfortunate for Yuttoto, but I mean, Bluegod did not get a real mix up.
That could have been much worse. Again, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go for the back throw, but I guess not.
Nope.
Oh, you missed.
Back lethal, even worse. This is all guaranteed.
But the mix up afterwards, and another one. Get him on out of there. Absolution.
Bluegod, amazing mix-up. Yuttoto is definitely trying to predict whether it'll be mid or low next.
Nice, all right.
Oh, there we go.
Very, very smart right there from Yuttoto to RI, the Beyblade. Wait, Muscle Buster's not a clean hit because remember the nerf. He interrupted. Very, very good from Yuttoto.
Follow-ups, plus frames. Another.
Oh, he's just poking him. Oh my God. Wait, it might be off access. Under. Let's see. No, he got the wall.
Man, he's still, wow. Oh, he tried to get even more. Bluegod, please.
And again, that's definitely dead because he hits the wall on this one.
Doof. Goodbye.
Finishing it off. So, Bluegod looking to take game number 2 here.
This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is almost kind of looking like the winners finals. It's like Bluegod partying, doing whatever he wants, mixing up, and getting so many lethal hits because Yuttoto's expecting a low to come.
It clashed?
GI. No, don't GI back. Oh my
right
God,
there.
So much trouble.
Mix up, one more. Oh no, never mind, that just killed 6BA. And Bluegod is possibly about to be alternative point. He's looking real good, and Yuttoto is looking real confused.
And he's doing that laugh. Man, my opponent's too strong. That's not a good thing.
Character select or stage select? Let's see.
He's got to change at this point, I would imagine. There's no way that he can lean on the Raphael for 3 games.
Zas, Valdo as well.
He's got to go Valdo, I think, at this point.
He's got a lot of options available to him for sure. So yeah, as per the rules, obviously Bluegod cannot switch characters. He won. Okay, it's time.
I don't know how I feel about
he won Southeast Asia Majors over Shen with this pick.
Okay.
And I mean, he definitely looks pretty good with that pick for sure. But he's not locked in. He's still thinking about it. It's not guaranteed.
The final decision is on him. Evolution champ, Yuttoto.
Bluegod, however, has already beaten Noobicye in the mirror match to get to this point. So he's already shown that maybe he might be one of the, he might understand this mirror better than anybody else.
I don't like this pick. This pick says to me that he's not trying to counteract as well. He's just trying to play the same game that Bluegod is playing.
I guess we're going to have to find out as he is now completely leaned in on Asriel for the rest of this set. He has to win 3 straight with this character or it's over.
Or it's over for him. And Bluegod will be the champion tonight.
He's looking real calm. He's just, trying to breathe and everything like that. Bluegod looks like he's sitting pretty. BDG's Bluegod versus Yuttoto.
Situation here.
Possibly the last game if Yuttoto can't make something happen right now, right here. Nice duck. He's trying to stop the 5As and stuff like that, but there's the lethal hit. Here's the mix-up situation again. Yes.
This time he goes for the low.
Weapon arts.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, I think he just understood the situation, right? He knew what that teleport meant. get in the mid right there. The 1A comes out. Oh, but the whip punish. Okay, this gives him a chance to mix him up afterwards. Oh, nice. Muscle Buster's not a clean hit though. Oh my god,
that was a great, good whip punish. Wow, he's still in it. Yuttoto.
Oh, he tried to hit buttons afterwards, but Bluegod understood. I don't need to do anything fancy. I have the best move available to me right now. Okay. Oh, he jumped. That means that was not a true combo there.
No. Didn't matter though. Bluegod will happily take that damage.
For sure. He also, that was almost a really big punish on that one. Tried to mix him up off that. No dice though. The sword stance comes out.
Bring out potential.
He might be dead right here. Let's see it. There it is.
Bluegod, 2 rounds straight.
He is looking incredible, unstoppable right now, and now he's also absolute.
This could be a guess or die situation right now.
And he's trying to make it a guess or die situation as he soul charge off. He got the hit.
Critical edge. It's gonna do a boatload.
He's putting him in a check situation by putting as much damage as possible on him right now. Look at the damage.
God, I don't know if he can even soul charge here.
He does.
He goes for it.
Let's see it. What can you do off of this? This is it. Yuttoto's got to make something happen. His final chance, possibly. Almighty.
He's in. Nice.
And there it is, the jumping. Hey, Bluegod.
My man is jumping on the stage.
EVO Japan 2020. And is also the very first champion in the Soulcalibur World Tour.
That was almost like prediction. Like he checkmated all of his opponents in the top 8. Skyll. Yuttoto twice, winners finals and grand finals.
He looked unstoppable about just everyone he went through. He defeated Skyll with the greatest of ease. Yuttoto was nothing to him.
Bro, the winners finals was like a mulling. That was like regular day of rank.
So from every match that I saw so far, the hardest match for Bluegod was Linkorz. That was from every match that I watched so far.
Not a surprise. I mean, the two of them do have a good amount of experience against each other.
Exactly. There's a lot of history there dating back from many other Soulcaliburs, not just this version of the game.
Man, so really lots of props to Bluegod, of course. 300 points as a part of the Soulcalibur World Tour, the first champ of it, and had to defeat standard evolution champ Yuttoto. So he was not fighting scrubs. He had to beat champ Skyll as well. So 2 champions even.
And 2 of his demons at the same time, not just the 2 champions, right? So, you know, obviously World Invitation, EVO. Yuttoto wanted to make it happen to get back to EVO Japan and win another EVO. He may just have to save it for another time because Bluegod is coming into this World Tour to start. Bluegod looks like the clear favorite for a lot of events coming up.
He really just exceptional. So incredible what he did tonight. So talking about some of the other guys that we saw in top 8, we saw Hilda.
That's right. We saw Hilda with Jashin. So Jashin, kind of like considered basically to be the Hilda god of Japan right now. So he showed us a lot of stuff. Obviously, unfortunately, with the fact that the character's kind of new, we didn't know everything, and neither did his opponents. It was very clear.
I'm impressed with how good her horizontals are, especially that charge 6A. It just really makes me think that there's kind of like a do not move range that she has.
Her horizontals reminded me about the strength of Zasalomel's horizontals, and those are some of the best in the game. So.
Yeah, Shen, 4th place, another respectable finish for him from Singapore. I'm sure that he wants to do better. He was 2nd last year, but I'm sure that he'll take this win with him. He'll go back to the Singapore boys, and they'll be training up.
Mostly with that TheKura pick, too. So, I mean, you know, think about that for the rest of the World Tour is we're probably going to be seeing more TheKura, more Cervantes, right?
Yeah, it's great that she's a real character. Skyll, of course, from France. Amazing Mitsurugi.
Yeah, there was 2 France here in the top 8 as well. So Noobicye with his brethren, of course.
Props to both of them.
Yeah, for sure.
TheKura from Korea.
Yeah, TheKura was
he was in the house. Can't believe it, man. Amazing.
TheKura was incredible. I was very, very impressed with his play. You were talking about how he was a bit different from the other Kid Leagues that you might expect, right? You were talking about how he's a bit more defensive.
He's like a neutral kind of guy. Actually, we saw a lot. It seemed like top 8, like the name of the game for the most part, outside of Bluegod. Bluegod was really offensively styled, right? Really offensively styled. Outside of that, a lot of the guys like neutral was the name of the game. It was all about my neutral is better than your neutral. I'm going to whip punish you. I'm going to fight you at range 0 and range 1 and keep myself safe the entire time that I'm fighting you.
So that's been kind of the name of game of pretty much every fighting game, right? Obviously, having better neutral is just going to net you more and more opportunities. But in Soulcalibur in particular, we've seen that all of last season. That was the name of game for sure. That's one of the reasons why Skyll was the most consistent player, right? was his ability to poke you out, to whiff punish, to play neutral better than you in every avenue was that reason, right? So Bluegod was kind of only contesting back then in a lot of 50-50 situations, but also his neutral was very strong. Otherwise, he wouldn't get to those situations. If he couldn't whiff punish you, and if he couldn't play proper neutral, he would never get to those 50-50s, right?
So really exceptional. I hope that you guys are enjoying Season 2 so far. We definitely saw a big difference compared to Season 1. A lot less usage of Reversal Edge, no surprise,
Yeah.
because it's although the armor is still great, you can't get those guaranteed unblockable situations that you used to get a lot more often in the past.
Yeah.
So I think that is it for us. Is that correct?
So
Okay.
we're going to go ahead and do the award ceremony.
Nice. Let's see the top homies.
Just right before. So, yeah, we're going to see all of that top 8. I want you guys to stick around, though, because Sam Show top 8 is going to be next.
Yes, that's to be hype.
And also, you know, I got to see the faces of the wonderful players that are going to receive these awards. So please stick around for that as well.
Thank you, everyone. I hope that you guys are having a lot of fun. If you're enjoying the SC Tour so far, make sure to check out the site, scworldtour.com. Also, give your feedback to Okubo and all the homies because they're working really hard and they're trying something that's new for them. I know, you know, the Tekken team and the Soulcalibur team do work together, but, you know, this is the first big undertaking of this style for the Soulcalibur team, and I'm sure that they would greatly appreciate all of your feedback.
Yeah, so with that in mind, guys, we are going to be heading out. I've been the Ebonic Plague.
I'm Spooky, and I hope that you guys had lots of fun. Much love, everybody.
Peace.